How's it going, everybody? It's Drew. It's the Drinking with Drew show. It's Tuesday. And yes, we have a long show tonight. Laura will probably be sleeping before the show ends. We have a lot to talk about. What a crazy weekend. We're going to get into it. We had the Metal Museum, Tampa Bay Museum of Metal, technically. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to officially try the beer that was made by Magnanimous Brewing for Magnanimous. What did I say? Magnanimous. I'll get it right one day. We will get to that soon. We have Jason Stallworth in studio, Pajama Joe and Lusty Laura. Got a full list of the pamphlet stocked up and some Buterbangs as well. So join me in the next couple hours. My name's Drew and I am drinking. Woo! And now from the CapsFlorida.com studios in Riverview, Florida, it's the Drinking with Drew show.
Mama's butt crack looks like boobs.
All right. Everybody is off mute. Joe, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Good job. Always something with Joe and his headphones.
Yeah.
Don't know what's going on with him.
Hey, I'm not the one who set up the studio.
Right?
I did have to break down the studio. A lot of changes in the studio this week, and it's not done yet. So, yeah, we got a lot going on. We'll have to figure it out next week.
We haven't made enough in royalties yet to start selling the furniture.
Well, I did sell the couch. And, yeah, I mean, until we get a warehouse space, Joe, that's like 3,000 square feet that we can do the show in every week, you know? We
don't need that much space.
We can use as much space as we need to. We'll have shows there. We can have a, bar. We can do whatever we want. Okay. Jason Stallworth, how are you doing, sir?
Dude, it's this weekend. I know we're going to talk about it, but I'm doing great.
You're still living on that high?
I'm still, yeah, it was just cool. It was just a cool place to be with cool people.
Yep. I'm going to adjust your camera because you're squeezed in a little bit. Let me see if I can do this on the fly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Can you do it with like a remote?
Put it on Jason real quick. Why is he way back there?
Probably because the way you have him zoomed on the camera.
Hang on. There he is.
Yeah. It's cutting off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
It's to reduce on glare.
Is that what it is?
Because it's not doing it on the monitor.
Reduce the
Correct.
glare, so just cut off his head.
It's doing it on the...
It's doing it on your end.
Joe, do you want to adjust the zoom lens for Jason?
It just needs to go up a little
Camera
bit.
Tech Joe in the house.
Camera Tech Joe, I like that.
Yeah, just spin it back a little bit. It's the bottom. It's the back ring. Yeah,
That one back there.
the white one. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I told you that table was in the way.
Yeah, the black ring. The black ring. Yeah. See if you can bring.
Right.
Yeah, just see which one it goes to. I can't tell.
Other way.
Other way.
The other left.
Other left.
A little smidge. A little more.
Is it as far as it'll go? Ah, shit. All right. Try just tilting the camera up some.
Just a hair, no pun intended.
Not working? That's what she said. Too tight to move. All right. Don't worry about it, man. We'll have to.
Just slouch some, Jason. Just
I'll adjust it later.
scooch down.
Hey, how about that? Is that good?
I'll adjust it a little
There
bit
you
later.
go.
There we go.
That'll
It's
work
more
him out.
relaxing anyway.
I'll do it,
so.
Joe. Don't worry about it.
We can just lift the tripod up.
No.
It's all good.
I don't trust that tripod. That's why I got a new tripod. Yeah.
It's true. I think that's how he used to have it before he moved things around.
Just like the dinner table when you had to put a little piece of stuff under one of the legs so
Yeah.
it stays,
Just fold up a napkin.
Making some changes. I'll fix it in a minute.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
So, again, hello, Jason.
Dude.
Now, Jason, you are technically on the inlawwetrust.com camera.
What?
So if you are in Florida and you are thinking about getting a divorce and you want to talk to an attorney, or let's say you absolutely know she's batshit crazy and you need a divorce, give Johnny D a call. His number is on inlawwetrust.com and he will hook you up. Johnny D. Girolamo. John D. Girolamo. He is a good attorney for family law. He also does personal injury. And there you go.
And if you're already thinking about that whole D word, then you should probably just go ahead and jump in.
That's
now
what I
and do
say.
It, right?
Mhm.
If you have that tinkling, that ingling of a feeling, give Johnny a call.
You mean if you're not getting the D and you want to get a D?
Yeah, if you're not getting the D,
Then call the D.
and you want some D, call the D. We got a lot of D's
We
going on.
literally just made the best slogan for his, but that would be women though.
How many D's
Yeah.
can we
Well,
say?
hey, he
I know.
represents women too. So,
I know,
but, you know.
yeah.
So, what's the logo? What's the what? How do you say it?
If you're not getting the D and you want a D, call the D.
Okay. There you
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah.
Johnny D.
Johnny D.
go. All right. So, thanks, John, for sponsoring our camera in studio.
I hope he listens to the show.
I hope so.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I send him snippets. You know, he's an attorney. They're busy. You know, we haven't had an attorney in
They don't
studio
work
for a
at
while.
night.
Well, they do, Joe. Believe it or not.
They actually do.
They call me and Laura, text us all night,
Yeah.
asking us to do shit. We work in the legal field, for those that don't know. So we work for probably, I don't know, handful of hundreds of attorneys throughout Florida.
Yeah.
So
I get
there you go.
annoyed for my boss the amount of times people email and text and like demand a response either after hours or over the weekend. I'm like, these people don't understand that it is a courtesy that you are reaching out after business hours when it is not an emergency. Nobody's life is in danger. You're just having a panic attack.
Can we escalate to the Supreme Court?
Yes.
Well, I told them, I'm like, you need to start charging them because then they're going to realize that it's,
Yeah, you get a
You're-
nighttime premium.
yeah, exactly. Overtime. You're going to pull my headphones off.
Talk amongst ourselves. What's going on with that camera over there? It's like rebooting or something.
Yeah, it's okay. That one's okay. But
It's in like demo mode.
Joe's is high.
Oh.
I'm adjusting the cameras right now because you guys need to come to the studio a little earlier.
Shut your mouth.
We don't get paid earlier.
Exactly.
It's like the flight attendants don't start getting paid
Yeah,
until the
that's
flight
better,
takes
Drew, I
off.
think.
Really?
They don't
Even
get,
if they get delayed?
they don't get paid until the doors are closed on the plane.
Wow.
I think so. Is that better?
It's from his nips up. Sure.
There, that's perfect. Actually, that's perfect right there. Yeah,
There you
better?
go.
yeah I want the nips up.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
We need one for Simon.
We do need a Simon.
Well, 7
It's
is
up-
now
it's
working
up
again, but
there.
it's on Joe.
I think it's in
Which one?
It's all good. See, this is the other one.
Oh
that's
yeah,
on.
it's on now. It was
Yeah.
it was rebooting before.
Now it's rebooting
Now
again.
it's on Sony.
It's got a mind of its own. We won't deal with it tonight.
Maybe the power cord's loose.
We have enough.
Next week, I promise I'll have it all worked out.
Going back to the space thing that we
I won't
talked
be here.
about for the show,
Just letting you know now.
Yeah.
we could have the
You're
museum
not gonna be
there.
here?
Nope.
Okay, go
Wait a
ahead.
minute. And we can have the museum there, the metal museum,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
We need the brewery, obviously.
Yeah.
We need to brew beer because that's a big, we need food, real food.
Mhm.
Have the stage and all that and have a place for the podcast for the show too. We can do this.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
But it would be a 7-day-a-week operation.
it would. Yeah, I think so.
That speaking of food at the brewery, that we had some pizza that was awesome,
That was really good.
really good.
Their
And
beer is
I
good,
cheated
dude.
over the weekend. I'll be
So
honest.
bad.
Well, not so
Well,
bad.
not that bad.
So
Was it,
bad.
was it really bad?
Yes.
Beer wise,
Literally from
beer-wise,
Thursday night, actually Thursday afternoon, all weekend.
I don't know about that.
All weekend.
So for those who do not know, I had a heart attack, and I'm on a strict diet right now. I'm not supposed to be drinking as much. Mick Ultra is kind of my latest beer, which I drank Mick Ultra here and there before. But I do love my stouts, my porters,
Yeah.
Stellas, things like that. I'm a beer aficionado. Okay, let's say that. Obviously, drinking with Drew. That's why we made it happen.
Strange.
What we do.
Beer slut.
So I'm a beer slut. So yeah, I've been doing. I lost 12 pounds, 15 pounds since my heart attack. I mean, I'm doing better. I'm eating better. I had salmon at night. We went to Yingling Brewery afterwards. I had salmon.
That was a good choice.
You had salmon after you had the pizza, after you had multiple craft beers, which are heavy beers, not your light beers. You also had 3 hard-boiled eggs.
Now, when we
That
say
are-
multiple beers, how many? Like 2?
He probably had like 3 or 4 at the brewery at Magnanimous. Yeah. Yeah.
Saturday I had 2 beers at the brewery, and I had 2 beers at Bubba's. We went to Bubba's
Here's-
33
Here's
afterwards.
the shit part of my current situation is that I'm the one that sounds like I'm nagging constantly about what he's eating and consuming because I'm trying to keep his ass alive. But then he just hears me, mama, all he hears is nagging. So
You
when I
did that
tell him
pretty
you
good.
had a bad weekend, you can have a bad cheat day, but then you have to make up for it for the next few days to compensate for what you did. He's not understanding. So I'm just like nagging him constantly. So I'm like waiting for a punch in the face or like a restraining order. I don't know.
Make sure he signs the will and let him do what he wants to do.
Exactly. Thank you, Joe.
Make sure
There's
he
no
signs,
will, Joe.
Make sure he
there's
signs
no
the will
marriage certificate.
first.
There's no will. There's
Yeah.
no deed to the house.
I don't think Will's here
There's
tonight.
nothing.
Do that first and then let him do what he wants.
So what you're saying is Drew needs to be punished.
If punishment to him would be marriage.
Oh,
True.
I'll become a notary and I'll officiate it. Yeah.
So yeah, but let's go back to the weekend.
He's like,
Momentarily.
let's just jump away from that.
What?
The weekend was awesome.
Yeah. So I would love to do that with the space. You think about how much space that they gave Dave to do the show.
Yeah.
You would have to multiply that quite a bit, for a studio, a stage, so we could play live, have bands in there, it would be like a brass mug, maybe a little bigger.
I think another thing too, though, is if you had shows where people are getting rowdy, you would have to have like that space, like to have a separate space within whatever building you have to protect the memorabilia, because that's one of a kind. Can't replace it.
Yeah.
You can't spill beer on those posters because they're paper copies from back in the day when flyers were black and white copies. Like,
Well, but
can't do any of like.
I mean, if somebody fucked
you'd
one up,
put it
they'd make
behind
another
glass
copy.
and you'd frame everything.
Yeah, you'd have to, and then that would be another expense.
And as far as the space, like where we're at, I can't pronounce the word because it's too hard. Magnanimous.
Magnanimous.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, thanks, Joe. But that was a big enough space. Probably, I think they must brew beer for other people, for other microbreweries, because that was a huge operation.
I think
back
they
there.
distribute it like throughout the Bay
And
Area.
distribute too.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so if we had our own brewery where we're just brewing our beer, and that's that section, which would probably have been about a fourth of that building if you're just brewing your own beer there, right? So that would have left.
Well, for
plenty
one,
more room.
let's be clear. I'm not starting a brewery. I would just be like, hey, do you guys want to move your
Gotcha,
brewery
gotcha.
into our
Right.
spot?
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
Rent it out.
rent the
I'm
place
not
out.
Rent it out, yeah.
Okay,
I'd
okay.
be like,
But also have
bring somebody
access
else in.
to the beer for drinking, like a bar, like have somebody working there
Listen, I'm just
when
saying
we're
we need
doing
beer.
the show.
Yeah.
To like serve the beers.
Right.
We
I
need,
like that.
we need an official drinking with Drew beer. So we're going to try the Museum of Metal beer here shortly.
Yes.
Now, typically, we do not try the beer before we sample it on the show. Full disclosure, we tried the beer.
I didn't.
You didn't try it.
No, I didn't
Oh,
because
okay. You were drinking the darker stuff.
I was drinking their IPAs.
Okay.
That place had some great IPAs. That's
Yeah.
all I had.
Okay.
I took a sip of your dark beer, that chocolate.
Man, that
Something.
shit was powerful.
That was the 13%.
Now, as far as
Yeah.
cheating's concerned, that was a cheap beer because that shit was.
Yeah.
Like,
It was
wow.
like syrup.
That
it
was crazy,
It was
man.
thick and
That motor oil.
thick and
That's what she
sticky.
said.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had me hold his glass while he was, taking pictures, doing whatever. And I handed it back and I had to like wipe my hand because it was when they poured it, it just had like, it overflowed. So it was sitting at like the base of those little fancy glasses they
Snifter
had.
glasses. is
Yeah,
what they're
those
called.
things. So like I was holding the bottom. It was literally just my fingers like stuck to the glass. I'm like, ooh, it's
Yeah.
gross.
Drew, what did you do?
So,
Just wipe it on your face.
but it was a good beer.
Mhm.
Now,
I
also,
I wiped it on his
face.
pants.
I want to talk a minute about seeing Dorian there, which was Ralph Santola's son, which is Ralph Santola's son, and the connection because I text Lisa, and Lisa's a viewer, a regular viewer of ours. She's a guitar tech up in New York, and she was close friends with Ralph, and just seeing his son there, that threw me like I was like, oh my goodness, this is awesome. And then to get pictures with him, I sent them to Lisa.
Who is this guy?
So Ralph, he's a legend guitar player in the Tampa area. He's been in every major metal band, contributed to so many bands throughout, the last 30 years. And he passed away. And
I think you mean like 40 years because I'll be 40 and it was in the 80s.
yeah,
And
so
before.
he's played in Obituary.
Someone's getting old.
I know. God,
Yeah.
don't remind me, Joe.
Dave is in the comments.
You
What's up,
reminded me.
Dave?
I know.
Dave Warman,
No,
No.
Death Metal Dave.
Death Metal Dave. What's up, dude?
Yeah. So, Kyle actually messaged me. He's in Honduras right now, wearing his Drinking with Drew shirt.
Oh, that's
Nice.
right. They're
I
still
meant
on
to
tour,
I meant
man.
to post it, and
Honduras.
yeah, Honduras.
They were in Costa Rica
He
a couple
gave-
days
yeah, he
ago.
was in Costa Rica.
They're
and,
doing a little tour.
yeah. So
Nasty Savage.
yeah, it was a good time running into a lot of people, but also just to get back to the Ralph Santola, they gave me a huge poster that I'm going to put
Oh,
at the
that's
top
right.
of the studio.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
So
remember
that's
that.
folded up. I need to get it posted. And Brutality, Jeff Akers gave me a huge
Shirts.
banner, shirts.
Yeah.
Jerry Outlaw gave us shirts. I mean, it was
awesome.
We got the shirts from More Sound Recording.
Mm-hmm.
There's just so many opportunities to get different merch and stuff.
Yeah. We got patches from
We
Brutality.
did got patches. We got a shirt from Death Metal Dave with the Museum of Metal, Metal Messiah radio. So it's just, I'm going through my head with, having any of the stuff written down, but man. Yeah. So, and just
Death,
to go
Deicide,
through
Obituary,
all
Iced Earth.
the list here. Yeah. Ralph, he was in Death, Deicide, Obituary, Iced Earth. I mean, he was in a lot of bands, and sorry, I didn't go down the list. But
What's the lead singer of Death that passed away? That I was
Children.
like,
Chuck
why
Children.
didn't I know about this guy? Of
Yeah.
course, he died when I was like
Well,
18. I was like,
you
shit.
Laura automatically has the
Oh my
hots
God,
for him,
he's so
apparently.
hot. You know?
Well, I saw the post because the one kid, Jordan, he had an amazing memorabilia collection of Death. He was the young kid that was in
Jordan
the leather.
Diaz, yeah.
Jordan Diaz, yeah.
Yeah, it goes by
And
Mr. Heavy Metal.
he said he only collected within like a couple of years. Like he gathered a lot in a
Yeah.
very short time frame. And like the one picture that they had of what's his name, Chuck. I'm like, it looks like he should be a member, or he should be in the cast of the Lost Boys from
Yeah.
the 80s. I was like,
Well, he
Or
was
Twilight.
the
Instantly, I was
man
like,
that
yep, he's hot.
started it all, man. So
he was,
just-
yeah.
Yep. But what a cool event. Good times. I hope they can do it again in the future.
Mhm.
I mean, it's something that I know took a shit ton of work to put together. I know Dave is, I don't even know if he's relaxing at this point. He can probably answer that question, but, cause he had to take a lot of that shit back to people who let him
Yeah.
borrow
yeah,
it,
that's-
donate it to the show. So he was running around, a week prior and now getting it all back to the people who let him use it.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing Ben Meyer play there, that was awesome. And
Yeah.
Josh of Grave Rot and
Yeah, he sang a tune, right?
Mhm.
Doug Lee playing with them. So, man,
You'll have to put the link in the bio of this video of Jason's video and then your video of the museum so everybody can see all of the cool stuff and everything that happened.
well, Jason did an awesome video on his YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out, that's a must see. Go check that video out on
So I'm
Jason
saying, put it
Stallworth.
in your description.
Yeah, well,
easy link.
I always tag him. Yeah, I can put it in the links, but
We've got so many great comments from that video already too, man. It's getting some traction, and I expect it to get more. But yeah, so you already know, Drew. I linked to all the bands, whether it was their website, their Instagram, YouTube channel. Death Metal Dave, you're listed first, obviously in the description there. So hopefully we get some subscribers to Dave's channel as well. But yeah, man, it was just watching that video. I mean, just going back and watching it, that was a great memory, man. That's something
yeah.
I would definitely.
and Dave says he's not recovered yet.
No,
He
it's
says
not recovered yet.
He says
no.
he's not taking anything back yet. He's going to start to do that this weekend. So,
But you have those moments in life where, like, man, I could totally relive that moment, and you want to create as many of those as you can in life. And
Yeah.
that weekend is definitely a moment we could relive.
for sure. For sure. I mean,
just like
as much as
seeing-
Laura will allow me to without,
What?
limiting what I can eat and drink. Yes.
Oh. I just like the fact that as much as it was cool to see the memorabilia from the start of the heavy metal scene and death metal scene in Tampa, but also too how they used to publicize for their shows. Like you had to make the freaking
That was cool.
hand-drawn flyers that you then went to Kinko's or whatever the heck it was called back in the day,
That's what
and
we used to do.
you made black and white copies, and you knew where to look
Yep.
for the shows that you knew you'd be interested in,
You
and to
passed them out at
have
school.
literally
Thoroughbred
hundreds
music.
of those flyers there, and then you actually saw too the stage banners from the back, and you could see they were hand painted, and it was just awesome to see
Yep.
Like how much work had to go into getting all this set up. And now you just send a picture to a company, they print the banner and they ship it to you. It's like super easy. But I guess people had to like paint these things and like preserve them and travel with them. And it was crazy. It was awesome.
There's an art to that. I mean, no pun intended,
Right.
but there is an art to that,
Yes.
to that whole process of marketing yourself, and putting yourself out there and just making things happen. So that was
Right. And I can't tell you how many times that, playing back then. I mean, like Dave said in the comments, he says cut and paste was actually cutting and pasting on flyers back then. And me and Matt Newman, Jerry Mortallero, we used to sit at Kinko's Copies and on the floor at 2:00 in the morning. They're open 24 hours, and we would sit there and we would make copies. And we made a huge flyer once, made of several different, hand drawn. I drew out huge, different types of flyers for events, but that was the deal back there. That's how you did it, man. Yep. So good times. And I'm glad I made the wall.
I was going to say,
You made the wall,
wall.
I made the wall.
I opened the video of that, man.
You made
I
the
was
wall.
fucking searching and searching.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to be on that wall somewhere.
They hid
I'm
it from you.
you
were
I don't
tucked
mind
in
that.
there.
Well,
You were,
that's the flyer was at the very bottom.
Yeah.
Special guest, deranged mentality.
And you had
Yeah.
to pull it down to see it, right?
Uh-huh.
yeah. But
made
it's
you
fun.
work to find it.
It was good though. I mean, I knew I was going to be on one. And as soon as I saw Brutality Volley Club, I'm like, that had to be a show I was at because we played with Brutality all the time. So that was
While you're
cool,
pimping
man.
their shirt.
The Wall of Fame. Hell yeah, Dave. Yep. Yeah. And this is a shirt that Jeff Bakers gave me.
There you
so,
go.
very cool.
I'm wearing one of my shirts too, the Messiah shirt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get this beer cracked open.
Yes, dude.
Now,
Yep.
again, I did try it. Pajama
I did not.
Joe has not tried it.
Nope.
Jason has not tried it, and I don't think Laura has tried it.
There's a couple of loose ones on the bottom, and then
You got to move
The
Simon
rest
out
you
of the
can-
way.
Oh, Simon, move.
It's on the bottom in the back left corner. You might have to get up to get it.
We are in the beer fridge
Simon, move out of the way.
right now.
Come over here. Give him some space.
Nice. Dave said Tim Hubbard borrowed my flyers and copied some to make the walls.
oh, nice.
And Tim Hubbard, he's a photographer that shot
It's a big beer.
Obituary, all the bands, big bands
it's no
back in the
small
day.
can
Still
here,
doing
you
it.
know.
I'll just sip yours because I'm not a beer fan.
Put one back in the fridge.
Yeah.
Just careful with the shaking.
I'm trying. All right.
Yeah, don't shake more than 3 times.
All right. So this is the awesome logo that they put on the beer can. Not probably.
Tampa Bay Museum of Metal.
I'm probably gonna end up saving one of these. So
You have 8 between the two of you.
You
You're
could wash.
fine.
You could
Yeah.
wash it out and save the can.
yep.
Can you?
All right. Can you, Joe? We need a Joe beer.
That does look badass, though, doesn't it? Man.
Yeah, that's an awesome logo. Very cool.
Yep.
Take a picture, it lasts longer.
All right, Joe, are you ready? Am I ready?
Oh, listen to that.
Mm.
That's some good ASMR.
Okay.
Kind of
It's a light beer.
Smells weird, but kind of tarty.
Like John and
a
Don.
little bit tart.
John and Don.
Tardy. Exactly. That's why. Oh my gosh.
Huh?
Never
He
mind.
doesn't. The
You
brothers
don't
who
get the
started
reference. John and Donald Tardy. That's
Obituary.
yeah.
The brothers, their
Okay.
last name is Tart, but with the
Tardy.
D, not a T
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the middle.
fine.
But
all
it
the same.
sounds
They're
right.
always late.
That was 30 a lot, I know. Yeah.
All right. So
It's
what do
good,
you
though.
rank? What are
It's
you
good.
ranking
I
it
like
at?
it.
It's a light beer
like it, though,
technically.
yeah.
I think it's a 4.5 or
It's
5.
5.5.
4.5, dude, yeah.
4.5.
Oh, their sign said it was 5.5.
It says 4.5 on the bottom.
They lied.
Okay.
Yeah. It is tasty though.
All
A little bit more tart than I was expecting, but it is good.
Okay. All right, Jason, you are up.
Cheers, guys. Yeah, I taste the tardiness.
I know
Not quite what I
it's
expected.
not my turn anymore, but I think
That's
I want to jump back in.
Okay.
Yeah, jump
um,
again.
I feel like this beer is backwards. Like some other drinks, like you taste it and then you get an after flavor. I feel like this one you get the flavor up front and then it kind of like there's nothing
Dissipates.
After it. There's almost nothing after it.
Hmm.
Like I know it's supposed to be a pale American lager, but I feel like you get the flavor up front and then there's nothing left. Like it's
Huh.
gone.
Interesting.
Like it sort of mellows out after that.
Yeah.
Where normally you kind of like, wait for that aftertaste to come.
Right.
Jason, I think somebody just said you look like Alex Jones.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a compliment or
I
not.
don't know.
All right, so
Is
Jason,
that the one that got sued and lost his
Yeah,
company?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So how about we?
Just
I
wanna
don't
make sure.
look like that because I don't want to get.
No.
all right,
Wait, who's Alex Jones?
you know who Alex Jones is?
Infowars.
He's Infowars conservative talk host.
I didn't know who he
the
was
one,
either, guys.
The one
so
that
sorry.
basically got sued for saying that the mass shooting didn't happen,
Oh.
and then they all got like death
don't see
threats.
I don't see it either, but hey,
Oh.
People have their own perceptions.
I've gotten
Tiptoe.
Stone Cold, Dana White. I've gotten maybe another. Who knows?
Okay, I always thought it was.
They said it was a compliment for sure.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Yes.
you. So whoever thinks this dude is hot, then okay, good.
Tiptoe Mercenary.
Yeah, okay, cool.
All right,
Yeah, I was saying it right.
I think Jason needs to give another sip because we got sidetracked.
Well, I did too, but let me do 3.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The flavor is there up front. Now I get it. What Joe was talking about, how it kind of, and now I know why
Like
you,
it hits you up front, but
Yeah.
then it's like it's almost like it goes away right away.
which is kind of cool. It's definitely not a bad beer. I mean,
Yeah.
it's an American pale American lager. So what that tells me, it's like a lager with a tiny bit of hops in it.
Well, my understanding is Dave likes light beer, so the beer they made for it was kind of based on what Dave preferred, which was lighter beer.
Well, Dave, we're gonna have to have a talk. 'Cause- I'm kidding, dude.
No, it's good.
No, but it's this. Honestly, this is a sit by the pool or sit in Drew's studio all day type of beer, and you could drink these all day long, and be okay and just have a good time,
Right.
But it is a good tasting beer, man. I like it. It's not what I expected. I didn't expect the flavor, and
Yeah.
it's not like overly strong. It's not overpowering. So really good middle of the road beer.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Is that like a wannabe Inspector Gadget?
Inspector beer.
Now, again, I've had this beer on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday both. I liked it then. I like it now. I can't really compare it to anything though. It's like you would think I like light beers as well, but it's not a traditional light beer. So
It's a light beer with a little bit of a kick.
it's a light beer that I can tell is a home. It's more of a craft beer made to be a light beer.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But yeah,
But it sounds like I'm not a beer fan, so I'm probably not going to like it either way. No offense to anybody in the making process or Dave, because it was made after him. But I feel like from what you guys are saying, it would sound like a good beer that could go with anything, because the aftertaste, I feel like, could almost ruin a meal.
Yep.
Depending on like what the
That's
taste was, it
good
could
point.
change your palate. So if you get the taste and then it mellows out, you could really drink it with anything without messing up whatever you're
Give
eating.
it a try and then let us know what you think.
exactly. Here you go.
I mean, I'm saying up front, I'm probably not going to like
She's
it.
not a
so
beer
don't be.
fan,
I'm not
so-
a beer fan. Yeah.
First.
It wasn't a bad face.
Surprisingly,
Yeah.
I could do it.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a beer fan, so I'm not going to go out of my way and drink it.
Chug.
But I could, like, if I had to have a beer,
She could put it in her mouth.
So
I would
after
do this
2 or
one.
3 of those, you would unbutton a button.
I don't even know if these buttons are real. Oh no, they're real.
That's even better, right?
Here you go. No, 2 thumbs up for me. The non-beer drinker, I could do that.
The more I'm drinking it, the more I enjoy it. This is like an enjoyable beer. So
Yeah.
Hopefully they, keep a batch around. I don't know what their plans are with it. If, I know a lot of the times as craft breweries, they're sometimes one and done, and maybe they do another one in the future similar, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, if we help create like a demand for it, and maybe Dave, we get like a little stronger IPA to go with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but yeah, I mean, as long as there's demand for it, they'll make it. So I think it's just us helping get the word out, because this is totally something we can support.
Oh, yeah.
Continuous. It's
sure.
not a one-time thing. It's something we want to
sure.
continue supporting.
I mean, I'd love to have Dave on the show with the owner of the brewery, who I did talk to.
that'd be
I
great.
don't remember his name off the top of my head, but I would like to do that and get him on the show. I'm all about having local not only local breweries, but also just local businesses, promote, people's shit out there. Now, let me tell you this. If you're new to the show, a lot of people tuning in for the first time tonight. Thank you. It's a Drinking with Drew show. We have Pajama Joe over here. What?
We have 18 people.
No,
I'm just
21.
saying.
What are you
Wow.
talking about?
Now-
That's 21.
Now
21.
it's 21.
All right.
Wow, that's a lot.
We have Pajama Joe. We have Jason Stallworth. You can tune into his channel. He has his own channel. Jason, pimp out your channel real quick. Tell him what it's all about.
It's just called Jason Stallworth. It's based on metal guitar. It's where you can go learn how to play metal guitar if you've been playing for a while. I'll say this, my thing and what separates I don't consider myself an instructor or teacher or anything like that, but I'd like to think that I have a way of easily explaining certain things. And my biggest thing is helping people create their own style. Too many guitar players, musicians, and people in general try to play like this person, look like that person, or sound like this person. But my goal is to really get everyone to develop their own style and sound and know that nothing is wrong about what they're doing as long as they love what they're doing.
Right.
He's like a fortune cookie.
Well,
over there.
and
Yes.
pimp out some of your CDs that you've released recently and in the past.
Yeah, so real quick, I do have a Guitar Academy as well. So JasonStallworthGuitarAcademy.com. I've got a membership that you can get into all my online courses. I've got a beginner's course on metal. We've got Metal Riff Master. Got a lead course called Melodic Shredder that's releasing soon. And you get access to all my monthly lessons at JasonStallworthGuitarAcademy.com. I'm also a small-time solo artist, and I've got 5 albums out there. The latest album's called Overcometh. It's more like a melodic classic heavy metal.
Yeah, download that from iTunes and all the good Spotify's, whatever.
And
Now,
we're going to be playing live,
we
by the
are
way,
playing
too.
the Barf Show. That's coming up in March 7th. We'll be playing there. Oblivion, Siren, Chaos.
Must Not Kill.
Must Not Kill. So playing there. Get your tickets at Toy
Minted.
on 60 in Brandon. See Josh. He can get you tickets. Now, also, Jason, rumor has it you're also an author. You wrote a book.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I almost forgot about that, dude. Back in 2017, I published my first book called Heavy Metal and Weights. And it's not really a memoir biography or anything like that, even though it might kind of sound like it. Oh, dude, there we go.
Now, Jason.
He actually found it in a used bookstore.
Oh, did he now?
Hold on, no, you gotta get
It was only 99 cents, bro.
So I'm going to take this opportunity to, Jason, I would like for you to sign my book.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If you could, make it out.
It's on
to-
Amazon if you want to
Hey,
get
don't
it.
crease it so hard. Jesus, you are not a collector
book
of
owner?
books.
Oh, sorry.
I couldn't afford the
Really, I fucked it
hardbacks,
up
man.
already.
Fucked it
that's
up
right.
already.
Oh, yeah,
So,
sign,
Jason,
dude.
please sign my book. There
He's
you
gonna
go.
forget the Drinking with Drew show just like you were forgotten. And
Right.
I'll sign on the inside when
Yeah,
nothing's
you weren't even mentioned in the book. What's up with
Oh,
that?
I know. Well, Scott Burns forgot me too. So it's happened, Joe. It's not the first time.
Man, I forgot.
Scott Burns had his book signing, and I said, "Hey, Scott, you recorded our band, Artistic Butchery, back in like 89, 90, something like that." He's like, "Artistic Butchery?" And yeah, he's like, "Damn it, I knew I forgot one of the bands." And like in the book, he forgot to list us. Of course, he signed my book. Sorry, I forgot your band, Drew. Artistic Butchery. So I'm forgotten about. I'm the lone wolf in the metal community, apparently.
So did you order it on Amazon?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
So Ken and I were talking while we were at the Museum of Metal, and she's like, "Oh, did you know Jason wrote a book?" I was like, "No." So I instantly found it, and I'm like, "Next day delivery, boop, sent it." And then I told him yesterday, I go, "There's a surprise coming for you, but if you open it before I get home, you have to keep it a secret." And I'm like, "It'll all explain itself when you open it."
Yeah.
So he did, and then I'm like, I hope that they didn't send like Jason a message saying like you got an order.
Did you get a message that somebody ordered a book?
No, because that's exclusive on Amazon. So I don't really get any messages. I just get the report at the end of each month. My signature sucks, man. I try to make my signature better, but it's hard with markers, But dude, hey, thanks for getting that, man. Holy crap, man. So Yeah, that was released in 2017. I love to write. I mean, I've been a blogger for years.
But you're a songwriter.
That too, yeah. Songwriting books. I love the arts though, man. Just like what we're doing here, you know.
We got to do a little celebration. Jason.
Yes, dude.
What? He's on there. What?
He's signed my book.
Oh.
He signed my book. Woo! Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So again, everybody viewing it or tuning in, this is Lusty Laura. She is the camera operator and
The
boobs
millennial
of
that does
And
the double
Production
peace signs.
manager.
the show. Okay.
They don't cancel each other out, do they?
And-
Peace signs.
If you're new to the show, please subscribe, click the little alert bell so we come on every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. We
Hold
talk
on.
shit and get drunk.
Tiptoe. I'm just going to call you Tiptoe because we're friends now. Okay. That is the feel we're going for, that you're just chilling, hanging out with us.
That's it.
We're chatting. We're talking about random shit. And we're hopefully making you laugh every now and then. If that's what
Every
we
once in a
do,
while.
we
Oh.
have succeeded.
We haven't even gotten to the funny shit yet.
What
I
I would
know.
say to the audience is pretend that you're sitting right here in the studio with us. You've got a beer in your hand.
Pretend
and-
like you're sitting on Drew's lap.
well, that's even better, dude.
Yeah. I'm your Santa Claus. So yeah. And Jason.
You got a bunch of ugly ass dudes sitting on your lap.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you know. I mean, if Death Metal Dave was sitting on my lap, you know,
Yeah.
I might have to move a little left to the right every once in a while.
You like metal and chocolate, bro? You know?
Get some sloppy toppy.
So we have.
Lisa says I'm the mistress of ceremonies. Yeah, that I am.
Yeah.
The mistress of ceremony.
I met Lisa when we were up in New York.
You did.
She's
Yep.
a good time to hang out with.
Yep.
We had fun.
We'll be sending her another package.
Yep, Lisa,
soon.
we have another package for you.
I gave her a whole
Cool.
stack of stickers.
Good.
We got
Hopefully she's plastering New York.
got her a Ralphie shirt,
Mm-hmm.
so that'll be cool.
And a picture.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know what it's time for?
It's time for. What is it time for, John?
Buterbangs!
Buterbangs!
Hang on, I'm slow. I'm slow today. I know.
Right in front of all of our new audience.
All the new
Mhm.
audience. I know. I'm sorry.
There's always these little glitches and technical difficulties, guys.
Little bitches.
You should put up. You
No.
should put up a survey of where they found out about us.
Buterbang!
The lights are cool, dude.
Boot. Bang. Boot. Booter bang. Boot. Bang. Boot. Booter bang.
I think I'm gonna boot because she's missing teeth.
Why is that?
Is Buterbang Garby?
Firm boot.
Are we all banging? All right.
We're banging the
Where's
car,
Garby?
Jason
That's
Bang.
some bitch. Where you at, Garbs?
For those who are not familiar with boot or bang,
Boots or bang.
you are going to get the decision to boot or bang the person we're going to talk about in this next story. Now, you're not going to be able to see a photo of the person.
Yeah.
Until after.
All you hear
Your
is the
decision
crazy
is made.
story that they're involved in. And based on that craziness, maybe you like banging crazy bitches. Maybe you don't. I don't know. But you are going to get the decision to boot or bang, and we're going to ask you, the audience, and our members in studio, boot or bang.
I just want you to know that color background for you makes you bang.
Oh, thank you.
Oh,
It takes the red out of your
I'm
face.
officially bangable.
does it
You're
accentuate his
officially
eyes?
It
And
took that many years.
It did. It took a whole light strip
Almost
to
8
do
years.
it all.
Almost 8 years.
Yeah,
8 years, guys. Wow.
Mhm.
almost.
Boot or bang.
All
May,
right.
May,
Here's
I
our
think?
first story.
May? Maybe.
According to court documents obtained by Fox 29, Laura, those damn Lauras,
Fox 29.
Crazy bitches.
Laura Coron, 34, is accused of having a sexual relationship with the student beginning as early as 11.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Boot.
This is it. We get these stories all the time with
But
But
you
bitches
gotta
having
find,
sex.
we've got to find better stories of.
Couldn't
you
it be
know.
17 and a half? Like,
Right. Couldn't it be like first year teacher, last year high school? Like, come on.
All right. Says a New Jersey teacher who has been charged with sexually assaulting a student repeatedly over a span of several years is also accused of having a child with the student.
No.
She got preggers.
dude.
Yeah.
Is her name Deborah LaFave?
Almost.
Wait,
So-
no, that's the Tampa one. Who's the?
Mary Kay Latrona.
Thank you.
So, Laura
Deborah
Karen,
LaFave was the local one.
Not that I would
used to-
remember.
She died recently.
Laura
Who?
Karen, a 5th grade teacher
Later- Turno.
I didn't know that.
at Middle Township Elementary School, has been charged with aggravated sexual assault, and endangering the welfare of a child. I'm not going to go to it. It's a long article. I'm not going to go crazy into
Why are
it
they charging with endangering the welfare of a child?
because it's just
It's just gross. Like mental health danger.
Well, see, he's 11.
maybe?
He's 11 years old. Is
If
it
you
right?
show a kid porn, that's endangering
No, it says
the
she's been
welfare of a
doing
I
child.
guess that's true.
for. I guess she's got multiple victims or something, spanning back till like one was 11 years old.
No.
It says the documents also allege that the victim confirmed to police that he was in a sexual relationship with Karen and that he was the father of her young child who was born when the victim was 13.
Oh my God.
Can you
So that
imagine
means
that?
he was 12 years old when he's.
Jesus.
Yep.
There's a lot of
I mean, at
explaining
12
to
years
do
old,
later.
you could barely squirt anything out at that point.
I was squirting, Joe.
You can play
like
with it
12?
at that point, though, Joe.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh,
I mean, that's
no,
kind of
yeah.
like just the beginning of it, though.
Yeah, I mean, shake until you make it.
You
I
rub it
guess.
on your
That's
leg.
probably when
you're
you're
like,
most
yeah,
potent, though. It's kind of like you're most potent, and then it like
All right.
as you go on,
I don't know.
the swimmers decrease. Just
Maybe
like
when you
women.
get the experience, it like ignites. It's like, oh, I like this. It's like chocolate cake, chocolate pudding or something for the first time, you know?
Okay.
Hopefully, you don't get chocolate pudding.
All right, Joe. Boot or bang?
Nah, we're booting.
Joe, it's booty.
Can't. No.
Okay. Do we even have to ask Jason Stallworth?
No,
He's gonna.
Now, usually I have an explanation, but if Joe boots by default, I mean,
Probably on crack.
It just said probably on crack.
Where'd that one come from?
The Buterbang. Still
Oh.
playing in the background.
was
So,
that Daniel Santana?
Yeah.
so your cousin initially said she's gonna boot this, or she's gonna bang this week because she booted last week, and then she said,
Nope.
"I'm gonna regret this" after you
Yep.
started reading the story, and then Lisa said that she's gonna boot because obviously she's too old for a pedo.
Okay. And Laura, what are you doing?
I don't touch pedos.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I think we need to get different stories because I don't care if they look like Miss America or Brad Pitt. Like, if you're a baby toucher, bye.
What about online? Anybody online booting, banging?
Well, that's what I was just. Keller says bang.
Keller's banging.
Keller.
Keller's banging.
All right.
You need like a bang sound effect.
We
Right?
thank you. Keller's banging. Good
That's
job.
from our studio audience.
Yes. I mean, if I put bang in here, Joe, it's probably gonna.
You like gunshots.
It's like fireworks.
Yeah. Oh wait, you know what we do have?
One day we'll have the budget to fly Keller in the studio and Lisa too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
Pinball.
Pinball machine.
That's my in-laws phone ring that Candy has, that my wife has for the in-laws, because it's like that old ring, you know.
no, we don't want that.
No.
All right.
I saw the.
So we have one bang. All right, let's put her in the shoe.
You
here.
were thinking the same thing, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, I'm surprised by that.
I can't see the
I mean, she
TV
can
now.
probably
Oh, you can't
clean
see
up
it?
a little, but
I can see
your
Laura's
thing's
screen
not
over
on.
there.
Shit, hang on.
My thing? Yeah, it's on. Oh, that.
may have fallen asleep.
Okay.
Your display.
Is the big TV not on?
No, it's
no,
on.
But he can't.
But he's got cameras blocking his view.
Oh.
There's too many cameras in
Dude,
the studio.
I didn't know we had this. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
you see
she
it?
looks sad.
That's
Well, she just got
shocking.
arrested,
She
Joe.
needs
Right.
a hug.
Not a mouth hug.
I mean, she could probably clean
Not a
up a
mouth
little,
hug.
but I mean, she just looks sad.
Okay.
She
I'm
smiled,
surprised by
yeah.
that one.
Now,
She
that-
did look a little more sad than other people look. You know.
I just think
sad.
she's sad she got caught. I don't think she's sad because she's like, oh, wait, I did something bad.
Yeah.
Because if she was sad she did something bad, it wouldn't have spanned over years.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, she's busy being a mom.
That's true. They better take that baby away because they're getting up in age where she's going to be touching them too.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she
But the
had,
thing is,
11 more years,
she's
right?
changing
she's
diapers
not,
already. So.
she's not an ugly girl.
No.
Like, normally you would think of somebody
She could
who's
do-
like,
she could do okay.
yeah, like she'd probably clean up nice.
Clean up a little bit.
But she
yeah.
doesn't want to do okay, Joe. She
Right.
wants to do little boys. All right, here's the next one. A Florida deputy tried to sneak 60 MDMA pills onto a cruise ship in Skittle bags.
Nice.
What are MDNA?
It's
Molly?
ecstasy.
Molly,
basically.
ecstasy.
Pure ecstasy.
I love
Yeah.
Jason's innocence of drugs.
Yeah, because
It's
he's
I know
the
what
most, he's the
cocaine
most
is.
innocent of all of us.
Right.
it's cute,
I
Jason.
thought it was powdered sugar, but yeah.
All right.
Anyway.
A Florida deputy was arrested last week after he was caught trying to sneak MDMA pills onto a cruise ship in Skittle bags. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office launched an investigation in December 24th, or 2024, into one of its own deputies, Francisco Melo, after he was identified as a MDMA dealer. According to an arrest affidavit, authority used a confidential informant who arranged a purchase from Melo, buying 12 MDMA pills for $240.
Shit. I'm in the wrong business.
Later told deputies that Melo was scheduled to sail aboard a Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas cruise ship at Port Miami January 23rd, and that the deputy was expected to smuggle MDMA pills onto the ship by hiding them inside a Skittles bag. Investigators then secured an arrest warrant for the intention of taking him into custody before boarding the ship, yada, yada. Doesn't give his age.
That was going to be my next question. Age.
He's probably 21 and up. Right?
Says he is a 6-year veteran.
Which has to put him at least at like 26, right?
Late 20s, I was going to say. Early 30s, maybe.
Now, he should have just put him in a bag called definitely not a bag of drugs.
Right.
So this is a dude that we're talking
This
about?
is a
Yes.
dude,
Yeah.
Jason. So this is for Laura.
I mean, it's
Lisa,
for everybody.
and whoever-
Everybody.
and whoever
It is
swings
for
that way.
everybody. You all better respond.
If they have
Sometimes
to
dudes
Buddha
like
bang
to
the
bang
girls,
dudes,
we
yeah.
have to Buddha bang the guys. It's only fair.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's only fair, and it's legal in Thailand now. We don't judge.
They even have it, Jason. They have an article on here that says, "What is MDMA?" Just for you. So
Not just for me.
Now, if he would have just got on the
Googling
cruise as a regular person, they probably wouldn't have caught him. But because they knew he was a dealer, they were already waiting for him.
What's that sound when he talks?
You know?
yeah, Jay, we got a little pubic hair or
I
something
have a
on
what?
your.
Yeah, there's some sort of like buzzing
Buzz.
sound on the. I don't know if it's.
Can
a
you wiggle
microphone or-
the? Because I took that apart and then took it back on. Can you just try to unfasten it and refasten it and see if it makes a difference? You disappeared.
So Lisa said regarding the last Buterbang, she's not ugly, just dumb. 100% true. And
Okay,
then your cousin
try
said
Yeah.
she's going to boot this one.
Really? We're gonna
Who
bang
said
this
that?
guy.
They're gonna boot.
Joe's going to bang.
We're gonna bang this guy. Yeah.
Joe's
Jason?
banging.
$12.
$12 is great.
It's $20 a
Jason,
pill.
Right. What are you doing, Jason?
I mean,
He's got
He
to
can
be in
teach
with,
you. He can teach you about MDMA.
He's got to
Keller
be in with the
says-
young crowd in order to be able to get sales.
Yeah.
You know.
Keller says bang him like he's in prison.
oh man, yeah. With that. It sounded like maybe it was a pretty Latin girl at first, but I'm gonna boot this time, guys.
Booting.
Like that's a
Shocker.
surprise.
Lisa says she's going to bang.
Yeah.
I'm going to bang because he's a cop. He's probably in his late 20s, early
Young
30s.
guy,
And he
Yeah.
has to pass a physical in order to be a cop.
Right. And
What is
he's
it with women and just wanting to bang cops? When I,
the uniform.
Well, they're responsible. You know, they're gonna come home at the end of the night. They're not just gonna leave
That's
you.
not true. They're drunk and they're abusive, and they.
Ooh.
Policemen beat, firemen cheat. That's the
It's
whole.
true.
Is
that
that
old
right? Is that
adage.
the old adage, really?
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Policemen beat, firemen cheat. Wow, man.
But I'm
I think
gonna
they
bang
all cheat, though.
probably.
All right. Any other comments from the peanut gallery?
We got some laughings, but no, those are all the responses so far. So we
All
got
right.
some boots and some bangs.
Okay. Here we go. Let's show 'em.
Oh, what does he have? A horn growing out of his head?
Probably got.
He got
I
punched
think
in
it's
the
a
face.
zit.
Oh my god!
He probably got bumped in the head by a doink or something.
What's a doink?
Well, let me try to find a
You
doink.
just doink him in the head.
Oh, your sound is a doink.
Boing.
Doing.
It's not gonna be the right
Remember
sound.
Beavis? Boing. Yeah, that right there. Yeah.
Yes,
Cornholio.
Yeah, Cornelio.
that's what. Yeah.
Okay.
If it makes that sound, it's probably not very big. It's like you pull it up. Boing, you know.
Why would he put him in a Skittles bag anyway?
To make it not.
At least,
I mean, here's the thing.
At least take like a Tylenol bottle and throw a bunch of pills in there. Like, regular security would not have gotten that. Except
Well,
for
they
the fact
knew.
that
They
they
knew,
knew
right.
he was going to do stuff.
Well,
so they
that's
were looking
why he
for
made it through. He probably was
Otherwise,
on the boat.
You just throw a handful
He
of pills
probably
in with
did
your
that-
metformin and you're good to go.
Probably
Yeah.
did that 10,000 times, and
Yeah.
this is the time he got
Yeah.
busted, you know?
Well,
It's like when people put vodka in water bottles and sneak them on.
Yeah.
It's like,
I mean, I'm going Saturday, so
well, if we see you with Skittles.
I don't know. I got to see that request again for time off, Joe. I didn't approve it.
Didn't
so
ask.
we gotta,
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a meeting on that 11 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll get there.
Well,
I have a paying job at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, but
So do I.
that's not the same job.
okay. All right.
Why am I in a shadow?
You're not,
No,
He is.
are you?
He's
only if
like-
I'm over here.
Joe's like an 80s ballad. He's in the shadows. It sounds like a cool 80s
It's because
like
this
ballady
light is
love
over
song.
there. That's
Yeah.
why.
There you go.
It's all right. I just have to stay back. You won't notice it.
Yeah, stop moving around so much.
He's a tweaker because he had those Skittles.
No, because I'm in a different spot. I'm supposed to be sitting over there.
Joe is in a different spot tonight.
Yeah.
We're
Confusing me.
Usually I can see Joe head on. Like I can,
Right.
we can look at each other
we
right
had to
here.
move
But
some
I,
things around. I apologize.
I've
No.
got to twist my neck over here.
For
to look
those
at
of you
Joe.
just tuning in for the first time, it is a little different tonight. We usually have things a little different, so I apologize.
They
It is
can't.
what it is.
They can't tell.
Whoa.
Drinking with Drew, because that's what we do.
True news. True news. True news.
All right, is that time for Drew News?
Yes, it is.
This is where we tell you everything you need to know to get through the week. All the important things that you need to talk to everybody at Circle K and as you're coming out with a cigarette and at the water cooler at work. We're going to fill you in and fill you up.
In a good way.
Brad Mater and Jason Stallworth wrote that song specifically for the show. And Jason also wrote the Buterbangs song. That is actually an instrumental that I hijacked from his album and turned it into a Buterbangs song.
Buterbangs.
All right. So you heard why people sue Lyft drivers. A lot of lawsuits involving Lyft and
Typically it's injury.
Uber and all these things. You know, they get into an accident or whatever. You know, even Uber drivers attacking people.
Ooh, yeah.
You know, it happens.
True.
But have you seen the latest?
This was just came out
Plus-sized-
today.
Now, I never even heard of this rapper.
I haven't heard of 99% of rappers.
Okay.
100% of new rappers. 99% of old rappers.
Hey, if you got time for the rhyme, you can be a rapper.
Now, show this photo.
Whoa.
Okay. Now, she is suing Lyft because the car that showed up to pick her up and take her to wherever she needed to go, she could not get into it.
The liposuction clinic?
They said she couldn't, or she actually couldn't.
She could not. Okay. And now these attorneys are representing her. And again, I work for a lot of attorneys and I've seen some attorneys take some stupid ass cases.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that type of what do they call it?
Frivolous litigation.
lawsuits and bullshit. It sucks, but it
Because the
happens.
attorneys are skinny.
She could eat the attorneys.
So here's my take on it. She didn't get that big overnight.
No.
And if your car, if there are certain cars you know you cannot fit in, sedans, small like smart cars or whatever the hell, Mini Coopers, if you know you can't fit into them, there are certain requests that you can put when you are requesting an Uber or a Lyft or whatever.
There are, yeah.
So why would you not just do that automatically so that you wouldn't have to go through the embarrassment of being like, oh, I can't fit into the backseat of your car because I'm too big. Like, I don't know why she even
posted on her Instagram, this motherfucker said I can't fit in his car, so I got to cancel my ride. That's her words, not mine.
Maybe she wanted to fit into the front seat. And he's like, no, ma'am.
Well, do you allow them to sit in the front seat? I've always sat in. I don't do Uber often. I've never done.
I
Lyft,
sit in the
but
front seat
I
with
never
Uber
do.
drivers,
You
but
do?
I just want to talk to them, and they're okay with
They
that.
don't want you to talk to them though. You
But
know that,
usually,
right?
I always had good conversations with
Really?
them, man. They're always
I
from
heard they
like,
don't want you
I
to
think
say
it's
anything.
it's different. It's not like it's one way or the other. I mean, I prefer to not talk to a stranger, but that's just me.
I love
Yeah,
talking
but
to strangers.
a lot of the
you know.
drivers now are not even like single person, side hustle type jobs. It's a professional driver.
Yeah.
It's like they're just a taxi driver that just switched over to Uber
Right.
just because basically their taxi company went out of business
Mm-hmm.
and shit like that. So
I'm usually
mean,
a little tipsy if I take
yeah.
the Uber though, so I like to talk
Oh, you're already
anyway.
chatty.
It's
Yeah,
true.
so I'm already chatty as it is. So
he just
like,
wants to lean over and give a little.
that too, but like the last Uber driver I had
It's the unwritten book of the road.
was
Now,
from Hard
here's
Rock.
the
and
here's
had a
the
good
little
conversation.
at the
You get a
bottom
ride, it's expected.
at the bottom of her photo. It says Dank DeMoss,
Dang.
who describes herself as BBW.
Big breasted
Big
woman.
black woman.
Big
Is
breasted.
that what it is?
Oh,
Big black woman.
thought
I
it
really
was,
suck at these drugs
it's
and
big- it's
acronyms.
big
Is that what
breasted
that
woman.
is?
I thought
She's
it
a
was-
black woman.
Yeah, but You could be a BBW and be white.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't think it has anything to do with
It's
black.
big-breasted woman.
No,
She doesn't have big breasts.
I think it was boisterous.
That's loud.
It's.
All right,
I feel
I'll
like
Google search
I feel
this.
like the acronym BBW used to be in like the what are they, the classified ads when it's like
Backpage.
BBW
big,
seeks.
beautiful woman. That's
Oh,
what it means.
okay, yeah. I feel like that's like an acronym that was like in the classifieds, like big beautiful woman
I've seen
seeks.
it. I've seen
You
it.
know,
I think
whatever.
I just,
yeah.
I knew it meant big, and I thought
Woman,
it was like voluptuous.
but we
or
didn't know what
something,
the middle B was.
Can we just briefly talk about the?
I was going off BBD, which is big black dick.
Nope.
I was just switching up the W with the woman.
but, yeah, apparently we know what she's used to.
Can we talk about just briefly the elephant in the room?
Oh,
we actually have a
Jesus.
story about elephants
That's
later.
so
No.
bad.
I know.
Oh my god.
I'm
Then the truck-
extricating myself from this conversation
No,
because
but-
I am not going to be associated with that comment.
But really though, like here's the whole problem with this type of thing. So they're going to sue, right? And even if they lose the lawsuit, if they're suing Uber or whatever, Uber still has to pay for their attorneys, and that cost gets trickled back into the economy, to us, to people that are,
Oh, yeah.
you know. So that's the problem with this kind of crap. Is
Yep.
and I get it. We allow it. There's, you know, that's why I love about, we were talking about Thailand earlier. You can't just sue for whatever. You trip and fall on something. Well, hey, watch where you're going.
Right.
Right? That kind of thing. In this case, Uber, and I've used Uber several times, they allow you to choose the type of vehicle, like you just said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So choose the appropriate freaking vehicle.
Thank you.
I agree.
Thank you. Speaking of frivolous lawsuits and suing stupid things or suing for stupid things, did you guys hear, you know, all the wildfires out in California?
Yep.
Spencer Pratt and Heidi Montag are suing the city of LA because their house burned down. Because you know how everything was going around about how they didn't refill the reservoir or whatever it was,
Stuff,
and
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have proper precautions in place before like wildfire season, if that's even what it is. But yeah, they're suing the city of LA because they lost their home.
I think a lot of people are doing that, right?
Well,
Or attempting
they're
to
the first
anyway.
one, so they're probably gonna start the wave.
Okay. So we're booting the lawsuit.
You're going to boot the lawsuit for sure,
Yep.
man. Jeez.
Have you ever partied with a teacher?
No,
No? Yep. No? Like
Yeah, but
college
not-
teacher?
right? I was gonna say
but-
college or high school.
But not like the ones you're going to present now. But yes, I have.
This isn't a Buterbangs. This is an article.
My
I know.
drama teacher was kind of cool to
I'm
hang
aware
out
of
with.
the
We didn't really
article,
party,
Oh,
though,
okay.
like drinking or anything.
But when I was in high school, we went to Europe as an Easter trip.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a rule, like if you were in a bar and the teachers showed up, you had to leave.
Oh,
But sometimes we didn't leave and we just stayed at the bar and drank with them.
Yeah,
We were,
okay.
I mean, it was Europe and we were like 15, 16. And so it was,
What's the drinking age over there?
I think most places it's 16, but they don't really ask.
Nice. Okay.
It's not as taboo as it is here.
Yeah.
So it's like, you had wine with dinner when you were growing up. So it just didn't really matter. They didn't really care.
Yeah.
well, if you're
Are you
American,
trying to get rid of that little squeaky sound in my microphone?
if you're American and you're not taking it up, European.
European.
That's
And
not
I'm not
bad
watching.
joke.
No, the joke is if you go into the bathroom and you're American and you come out of the bathroom and you're American, what are you while you're in the bathroom?
Oh, that was a joke.
European.
I like the word dump, so I always included that. So that, you know.
What are you just?
Oh, I didn't have to move. Oh, well, just give me a different
All
mic.
right. So Joe's gonna move. We're
Oh,
moving Joe, guys.
We're just moving Joe, shuffling him around.
Well, this way I can look at Joe. I miss seeing Joe.
You've
know.
been exiled,
Gotta take my
Joe.
beer.
Poor Joe. Just give him a new mic.
Joe.
Take my extra beer.
Ridiculous. Poor Simon. Even Simon gets the boot.
Poor Simon. Yeah.
Everybody clear.
Joe's is better, dude. We can look at each other now. That's much better.
There you go.
We couldn't do that before.
There you go, Joe. You get the party behind you, Joe, when he does the lights. Woo-hoo.
I like the Joe backdrop.
Yeah.
We'll call it the Joe drop. Oh, shit. All right. Oh,
Simon
that was-
just pulled the camera down. He
Okay.
pulled the whole
Well,
camera down.
Well,
there we go.
guys, we're gonna sit and you're gonna
Joe's camera?
Disaster
yeah, that was
Studio.
Joe's camera.
This is Joe's camera?
Yep. Did anything Did any glass break or anything? No.
nothing.
Okay.
Nothing broke. So it goes up here, right, Joe? How'd Simon get that? Oh, because it's going across.
We're just going to show you the live feed of this.
Yeah, sure.
fiasco.
Let's look at the
It
live
goes the
feed
other
here.
way. It goes the other way, Joe.
Yeah, and the other hole. Yep, there
Yep.
we go.
Simon,
I
you're
mean-
a real
And it's
dick.
gonna-
Of course, he surrounds it by glass bottles.
No, not your wiener, Joe. There you go.
Say hi, Joe. You want us to check your nasal cavity for any foreign
that
objects?
camera has pretty good macro.
That does, yeah, it looks
technology.
great. Joe looks. I can see that 5 o'clock shadow there.
Yeah, you got to come down a little
Yeah, I
bit.
shaved this week too.
He looks like Steven Seagal. All right, let's see, Joe. I can
We'll
adjust.
figure it out.
How does Joe look now?
So apparently they say the phone number doesn't work.
Uh-oh.
I have it on silent, so I don't.
Oh.
How's-
We have somebody trying to call in and we're not even working.
yeah,
I mean, I'm not getting any calls.
yeah, this is the cable.
1-877-225-DREW
We need a rug.
It's 255.
255. I'm sorry. Yeah.
And then 225 or 255?
We need like a
Joe,
rug
what is it?
What's the phone number, Joe?
I gotta get my phone.
Go into your TikTok or your
think
your
it's 867
cricket or whatever the hell it's
509.
called.
My what?
Grasshopper. Look at the number.
Grasshopper.
I think it is 225 and he's got 255. You have
I
the
don't
wrong
know.
damn number up there.
I don't even know where my grasshopper thing is. Oh, there
There.
it is. 225.
Oh my gosh, thank you for pointing that
Well,
out.
it's right down here.
But your number up here is wrong. Look, go back here.
I know that. I'm looking. I know what you're talking about, but all right.
There's Smooth the cat.
There it is. 225.
All right, let's check everybody. Joe.
Yep.
Are you ready yet?
Yeah, we gotta make sure Simon doesn't get caught again.
I think he's scared now.
Yeah, he's scared now.
Could be.
We just need a little rug to go right here, right?
Yeah, well,
Little rug and tub?
Oh,
Little rug and
you
tub,
took
yeah.
the rug out. That's why.
rub and tub.
Oh, is that what happened? There
He
was a
took
rug
the
there?
rug outside to clean it, and it's still
It's not
outside.
coming back in.
So your carpet cleaning now?
You have another one, I thought.
I'm not putting another rug in here. No.
All right, can you
Want
hear
to
me
be able to
now?
sweep it.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Can we
You're
see
good.
Joe?
There we go.
Oh, there we
Much
go.
better.
Yeah.
we can see
Oh
you,
my
Joe.
God.
Look at
Joe.
that.
Joe looks really good.
Oh, boy. Let's see who's
Oh,
calling.
now the phone doesn't stop
boy.
ringing.
Right?
Hang on.
That again,
Put
huh?
me to sleep.
It's a Drinking with Drew show.
0 to
Oh,
accept.
I got to press 1 to
Press
accept.
1.
It's a Drinking with Drew show.
Hey, it's Tiptoe Mercenary, first time watcher of the show, guys.
What's going
What's
on,
up?
bro?
Job tonight.
Thanks, bro. Did we meet you at the show? Refresh my memory.
The museum.
The museum, whatever. It's the show.
No, this was just on my YouTube Explore page, like on the front page. And
No way, dude.
I thought the metal beer was interesting.
Oh,
so I
cool.
just tapped in.
Nice.
Very cool.
Where are you calling from?
So I'm calling from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude.
Middle
And,
America.
yeah,
Middle
so-
America.
I'm just chilling out here. I just had some dinner with my wife and my newborn baby, and we're just we just met some new bros over drinking some metal beer, guys. And,
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Shout
Well-
out, Scott. Is that his name?
So we have Pajama Joe. We have Jason Stallworth. We have
Jason. He's loving Jason in the comments.
Lusty
Jason,
Laura.
you can go back and look at
Bro.
these comments.
Dude, Jason. So, bro, I just want to say, like, how much, like, what's your PR, like, bench press, bro? Like, you're
Oh, man.
you're jacked, bro.
The camera
Dang.
adds 20 pounds, unfortunately.
And, there-
unless it's
and there's 3
Towards
cameras
me.
on him.
Yeah.
Are you what's your workout regimen, bro? Like, do you work out every week, or because I noticed like
Every
that
day.
book
well.
that
Let's
you were
talk about it
plugging.
right here.
About 5 days a week, man. I've always done early morning training, man. About 6 days a week. Just depends on the week, you know. I've got gigs on the weekends
Well,
sometimes.
bro, yeah, bro, you're looking awesome. The Metal Guitar Academy is very chill. Just
Dude,
wanted
thank
to
you.
tap
Thank you,
in,
dude.
Just want to let you know, like, this is a very high quality production, and I wish
We're trying,
you
bro.
guys the best of luck. And
Unless the
thanks
dog
for,
trips
having
over
me on, guys.
everything. Yeah, man. Thank you again for tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Enjoy your evening.
We
Your dinner.
appreciate it, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're live every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. So
Eastern
anytime
Standard.
you're chilling,
We
be sure
got to send this
check
guy
us
some
out.
stickers.
Congrats
Yeah.
on the
I keep
newborn
hitting-
too, brother.
Okay.
I keep hitting the wrong
You're a
camera.
father now, so congrats on the newborn and
Yeah.
good stuff to you and your family, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, thanks so much. See, that's what I vibe with you, bro. Definitely. Okay, guys, I'll definitely tap in next Tuesday. I subscribed and liked, guys. You guys have
Awesome,
an
bro.
awesome
Yep.
rest
Turn
of
on
the
your
night.
alerts.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Turn
man.
on your alerts and you'll get
Click that alert
notifications when we
bell.
go live. Yep.
All right, bet, guys. You guys have a good one, all right?
All right, man.
Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't forget to check out the shorts. You can watch me cutting the lawn.
That's true. Wrong one.
That song is still playing. It's on a
Oh,
loop.
it's still
It's on a
playing,
loop.
dude.
All right.
Anybody need a beer?
I'm good.
Man.
He's good.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get in
He's
trouble.
he's not allowed.
But they're super light, though. I mean, 4.5%,
Yeah.
it's like 0% almost.
All right. So we are in the process of going into a new story of Drew News.
Keller says Jason's blushing.
Rosy
should
little
be.
cheeks there. Hey, you know, I'll say this. I'm extremely humbled and grateful whenever people say cool stuff like that.
I'm just
So,
happy that the show
it's-
is getting noticed, like
Yeah.
just on the
Right?
just on his YouTube page, like just
It's
on the
cool.
front page.
I like
It's
it.
really cool.
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah.
It is.
Good times. Jason's neck rolls
I-
are not blushing.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
girls,
feel like you
nice.
had to hit a certain level, and then all of a sudden you get noticed, right? Like
It took Jason
True.
10 years, right? To get
Dude,
really out there? Or
Long story
you've been
short,
doing this for so long.
I started my channel in 2010. It took 10 years to get 10,000 subscribers, and I had one video that just took off in 2000 around that time, and my subscribers doubled every year for a little while. So I'm still not at 100K yet. I'll say this to anybody,
But you're still at like 80.
I'm like 97.
Holy
Ooh.
shit balls.
I mean, I'll say this to people because it's like you look at other people. You can't compare yourself to the people for one. Like you look at someone like Rick Beato or Ola England. Rick Beato's like millions of subscribers, and I've seen so many people come after me, start their channels after me, and just take off. And you're like, what the hell am I doing wrong? You know, but you have to take a step back, and you're not them. And I can tell by like this gentleman calling in, thank you, and by the people I meet, like when I go places and just the comments that you're having an impact.
Mhm.
And that's it for me. I'm like, I don't care if I have, 5,000 subscribers or 100,000, doesn't matter. If I'm having some sort of impact and helping folks, then that's more than good enough for me. So I've learned to kind of shift that mentality a little bit. So if you're working towards something, just keep doing what you're doing. Don't worry about comparing yourself to anybody.
Yep.
So we'll throw that
Hey,
in.
Off topic here for a minute, but Keller, I saw Jeff Akers at the Metal Museum
Mm-hmm.
on Saturday, and he wanted me to tell you what the fuck up. He
Hey,
misses
Grease.
you.
Is
Hey,
that
Grease. Yep. So we hashed out a lot of old school stories, and man, it was so good catching up to Jeff. So he wanted me to tell you what's up. So he gave me his cell phone number so I can happily pass that on to you as well.
That's cool.
So Joe, you said you have partied with teachers in the past, like college teachers, high school teachers, your nursery school,
He's at high school
high
Yeah.
school. Okay.
over in Europe.
Okay. So Florida elementary school principal
elementary school.
teacher arrested after hosting house party with underage drinking.
Now is this like elementary school, like
It's probably like
up
16,
to
17.
up to fourth grade, or is this like junior high?
She was probably an elementary school
Like up to
teacher, but these
14.
kids were probably like her kids' friends, and
Right.
they're probably
Oh,
like
okay,
high
so it's
school or
not her
something.
okay.
That's what I'm guessing. I
Okay.
haven't read the article.
Let me read it.
Go ahead.
The principal of a Brevard County elementary school and third grade teacher have been arrested, facing multiple charges stemming from an open house party like BARF, where more than 100 kids attended, some of whom consumed alcohol. Children ages 13 to 17
High
are
school.
said to have attended the party. We did that shit all the time when we were
Right.
fucking
Mhm.
13 and 17. And yeah, adults were there from all various sorts of fucking professions. So I don't know.
The thing is, you didn't have social media back then for people to be posting and going live and shit, and then people get in trouble because the cops are seeing it, but like parents are seeing it, or kids
That's
are
what
ratting them
happened.
out.
I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody ratted them out.
Yeah.
So the Cocoa Beach Police Department said officers responded to a residence on Sunday for a reported party involving dozens of juveniles. The owner of the home on Country Club Road has been identified as Elizabeth Hill Brodigan, principal
Bang.
of Roosevelt Elementary School. They don't have her photo, Joe. Somebody look it up.
You don't have her photo?
They don't have her photo, Joe.
Frodo.
For those who don't know, that's Jason's dog. Frodo. So during the investigation, officers said they found a heavily intoxicated child on the front lawn suffering from a medical emergency, aka just being passed out. Brevard County Fire Rescue
Had one too many O'Douls.
was called to treat the child. During the incident, Hill Brodigan reportedly turned off the home's exterior lights, hindering EMS's efforts. Police described the event as a
Nobody's home. No party here.
All right, we're not doing nothing. Crickets. Police described the event as a white lie party with attendees aged 13 to 17 wearing customized white T-shirts that were marked with a small white lie emblem. Investigators said the party also drew kids from outside Cocoa Beach area, presumably from the Brevard County schools. Carly Anderson, an adult at the party who has identified herself as a teacher, also appeared intoxicated, according to authorities. She was later confirmed to be a third grade teacher at Roosevelt Elementary School.
Maybe she's just trying to get some free drinks.
So who called the cops on this whole thing anyway? Can we go back to that? Like,
Ooh, they do.
I think they called because the kid was intoxicated in the front lawn. Like somebody called probably 911 for like a medical emergency.
We might have photos here.
Kids are dumb. They don't realize that you're just, you know, drunk. You can't walk. You're not dying. You're just going to be real sick tomorrow.
Oh, this generation.
I know.
It's going to hell.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah. All right. So here we go. We do have some photos. Hold on.
And on the role that police say the teacher played. And now we have the arrest report for the principal. WestU Brevard County reporter Megan Moriarty is live in Cocoa right now. Cocoa Beach, that is. And Megan, police say both women actually put dozens of children's lives in danger.
I was going to ask you that.
Summer officers say that they had to intervene when two intoxicated young girls were leaving the principal's home. There was also a boy who needed medical attention after leaving that party. The school district tells me that both educators have been placed on administrative leave. Roosevelt Elementary principal Elizabeth Hill Brodigan and third grade teacher Carly Anderson are out on bond after being charged with child abuse and contributing to delinquency.
How many parties have they had in the past? Was this a one-off?
No.
I mean, my question is it really that big of a deal?
No, it's not.
I mean, come on.
Not
It's probably, I mean, they were raised in a generation where your parents wanted you to drink at home and be safe as opposed to drinking at a bar or, you know, whatever. So they were probably just, now my thing is buzzing, by the way. I can hear it.
I mean, not.
It's in my head.
I hear it
I
too.
can't hear it.
I hear it.
So they were just probably saying like, but then it probably, because of social media, you invite 5 kids over and then 5 of them invite, and then it just keeps snowballing. And then you have all these kids that show up.
Okay. I think it's okay.
I don't see a problem
Do you
with
think
it.
they had pinned it
I
down on
really
the donkey?
don't. And most parents would rather be there, even if they're drinking, to supervise and at least know what's going on, as opposed to, like you said, them being out and about somewhere.
Right.
I mean,
Sneaking into bars with fake IDs.
kids are going to do stuff.
Yep.
It's just going to happen. So what's the lesser of the evils here, if there is one, right?
Good parents will say, you shouldn't do it.
Right.
But I understand. I was there once. If you need me, call me.
All right,
No
Joe.
questions asked.
I'll be there.
Thank you,
Joe,
John.
the woodworking man in the audience here. So Joe has a huge habit of working wood.
Yep.
And he's
He
got a
likes
lot
to
of woodworking
caress wood.
tools in his what we say your arsenal.
Sure.
All right, so what's the best drill, Joe? If you were to order a drill online, what's the best drill?
Well,
Are we talking
depends
about
on
wieners
depends
or
on the
drill?
purpose. Are you talking about portability? Are you talking about power? Are you
Handheld.
talking about
A handheld drill.
Yeah.
well, I mean handheld. I mean,
Ryobi?
well, they're all comparable. If you're talking about one brand versus the other, you know, you got DeWalt, you got Ryobi, you got Makita, in Milwaukee. I mean, they're all pretty decently comparable. It's just a matter of if you get one brand, stick to that same brand because you want all the batteries to be interchangeable.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'll end up with different chargers for different ones, and you don't want to do that.
Let's watch this story real quick.
Now, I also have like electric ones.
Worth 1,000 words.
You know.
All of these, this here from them.
But not when you ordered a drill.
This picture what they sent me.
That's right.
He ordered a drill and got a
Franklin
picture.
ordered a drill from AliExpress. And what he got
AliExpress,
was a
that's why.
printed photo of the drill he ordered. But it gets worse.
I paid $22.97 for a pressure washer, and this what I get.
What even is that?
This is a screw. It's a wrench to screw out the wall with.
Franklin has been going back and forth with AliExpress.
he got-
since
he got
ordered
a
the
picture
items
of the
in
drill.
November.
Right.
Yeah.
So he gets a picture of the drill instead of an actual drill.
And then he gets a little drill bit instead of a pressure washer.
So don't order off AliExpress. I mean, I actually
AliExpress,
ordered
right.
off AliExpress one time, like 6-7 years ago, and it was for like clothespins because they didn't carry them in Michaels anymore. There was like these like 3-inch clothespins that were nice and thick, but they didn't carry them in Michaels anymore. So I ordered like a big bag off AliExpress, and it was really good. But that was also before Trump's tariffs went into play, because then the price skyrocketed. Like for all the like the shipping costs just skyrocketed after that. So I didn't order again. But
Okay. Is AliExpress like a Temu?
it is a Chinese
It's like
version
an
of Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like wish.com too, I think.
Yeah. You can get lucky because you're getting stuff right from the manufacturers. It's just you don't know whether or not you can trust the manufacturers.
Like
But,
that guy.
You know.
A lot of things come from the same place anyway. Like we look at things like protein powders. Oh, my brand's better,
You
but
have
then
no
they're all
clue what's
made
in
in
that
one.
shit anyway.
Well, you don't. Yeah, you trust the label if you can, but they usually all come from the same 1 or 2 factories that produce it.
Well, we used to go to the pretzel factory up in Pennsylvania, and like where they make the fresh sourdough pretzels, and you would see them make the pretzels, and then you'd see the machine. All the pretzels go down the line. It goes into this bag, goes into that bag. There's like the name brand, and then it was like the ShopRite, and then it was like all the different. They're all the exact same pretzel,
Same. No
same
different.
exact pretzel. They just put it all into different bags.
Speaking of Pennsylvania, real quick, we heard that Hershey's and Yingling no longer have their thing together where they're making the Hershey's Porter,
It's true.
which
Yeah.
is
What
a
happened?
great beer.
Yep.
So we
They're
don't know
supposed
what
to be
happened.
making their own.
Yeah.
So
So we'll see what happens.
we'll
I
have to
think
have that on the
I think
show.
that's
But it's seasonal, so it's not until like it's winter. So they have a year to figure out their own recipe and bottle it up. Hopefully they bring it back this coming year in 2025 as
Let's
opposed to
hope so.
waiting. Yeah.
That's a good beer.
Yep. Joe, what would you pay for a Viking turd?
What would I pay for the photo of a
Viking
of a drill?
turd.
No,
The photo of a drill?
A Viking turd.
a Viking turd.
Instead of Viking turd.
What do you mean a Viking
a
turd?
fo-
Actual
Fossilized
physical
Viking poo.
Viking turd.
is the most valuable excrement. What do you think it sold for?
How old is
A
it?
1,200-year-old
Vikings,
bowel
Joe.
movement.
I know, but I didn't read this article, so I'm not familiar with this one.
It's old.
Let me give you the story.
Okay.
A 1,200-year-old bowel movement has become one of the most giggle-worthy exhibits at the Jorvik Viking Center in York, England. Or Yingling. We just talked about
York, England.
England. The world's largest fossilized human excrement, known as the Lloyd's Bank coprolite, has offered historians new understanding of dietary habits and health of a Viking from the 9th century AD.
It's corpulite.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you please just go back up to the picture though?
It's a horse apple.
Can you see the size of that fucking turd compared to their hand? That's
a big
from probably
poop,
just
dude.
eating all meat.
That's a
That
Simon
is-
poo.
That is god awful. I am glad I was not a Viking.
We've had poops bigger than that. Come on.
Oh man, that's like gripping the damn rim of the seat,
They
Have
didn't
you
have
ever had to
seats.
cut
holding
it?
yourself down.
They didn't have seats back then.
It's true.
Did
What do you think it sold for?
I'm gonna say $3 million.
Okay.
No,
What do you say,
not that
Jason?
much. I'm gonna say like.
Well, you
50.
big protein poos over there.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Have you ever like? True,
You probably have Viking poos.
no, but like, have you had one so long that you have to
Jew
cut it in
poos
half
like
to go
little
down?
Joes.
No.
You got to get a butter knife and cut it in half.
Jason,
No.
Jason
Use
Pooh's little
a
Joes.
disposable knife.
So, I'm kidding about that. That didn't really happen. But anyway, I'm going to say 107,000.
He's got to install a garbage disposal on his toilet just in case.
Dude, bidets.
He needs a bidet just to raise the water level.
But and bidets when it's 40 degrees out and the water is fucking cold as balls sucks. By the way, we just installed a bidet. Last year?
Yeah, whenever the new toilets went in.
Man,
I need to use that. Is that in the bedroom or where?
It's in the bedroom. Yeah, special guest only.
The master.
I'd sneak in there.
Yep.
In the poop closet.
It's in the poop closet. So yeah, Joe, this sold for $39,000.
That's it.
That's
all.
That's it.
Okay, so I was closer. Now, do you guys use a bidet? Sorry to go back to that, but
I mean, she got me into it. I mean, it's not bad, but yeah, it takes a little getting used to. Takes a little getting.
Because, like, what if it goes up in there? Like,
it does.
Well, don't turn the pressure on so high, Jason. You just turn it to where it cleanses, not where it gives you a goddamn enema.
It's a pressure washer.
Yeah,
can it
can
spray
be.
like instead of like squirt? Like, can you like a nozzle? You know?
No, it doesn't allow you. Well, I don't know. Maybe
they make different models.
So it clicks, and then the more you turn it, the stronger the pressure is. So if you just click it on, it's just going to be like a little whisper on your butt.
Turn or burn.
But if you crank it, it's going to be straight up cleaning your nasal passage out at the same time. Like, just don't crank it.
But sometimes you
got
to
do
crank
it without cranking it.
Sometimes you got to crank it to get the peanut butter out of the carpet.
Well, yeah, but I shave back there anyway. So, the clippers. So, let me ask this though: like, how do you know it's clean?
With the same clippers he buzzes his
what?
beard with.
How do you know it's clean? Like,
you still wipe your ass with toilet paper.
But you're wiping like once compared to like 10,000.
So okay, now I get it because sometimes
your ass gets really wet. You don't want to put your underwear on your soaking wet ass.
Right. No, that's totally because sometimes not to be gross, guys, but like we all do this. We're human, right?
We do.
We lick our balls.
You don't wipe and you go right in the shower. You're disgusting.
Well, no. No. I know I do shower after every single poop. That's just But anyway, what I'm saying is like sometimes you're wiping and then you reach over and put the toilet paper in the sink with warm water, obviously, just a little bit to when it's one of those days, right?
Yeah, but then the water destroys the toilet paper.
A little bit, you dab it. There's an art to this. Maybe we'll do a YouTube shorts
There's an
or
art
something
to the
on
bidet
it.
too.
This is a shorts, definitely. And then you wipe it with.
Why the fuck are we talking about this?
This is
Viking poo.
We can go from metal, heavy metal, beer, hot chicks, wiping your asshole. The fuck is wrong with us?
I'm just saying.
I hope someone's taking notes on this, by the way.
Here's the thing. So
it's tips, life tips.
In the guest bathroom, you have the ability to.
So I haven't cut the lawn in a couple. of months
we're running out of content, Joe. So we have to talk about shits.
No, I got
so
plenty.
the front bathroom, you can do the wet the toilet paper technique that you were saying.
Yeah, just dab it. Not
in the master bathroom, we have a poop closet. So it's just a little room with just a toilet. So we don't have access to the sink. So the bidet is necessary.
It works.
Okay. No, now I
and it's on Amazon and you just attach it and it's like $30.
Yeah.
It's fine. So who do we think, when I say think, who are we thankful to for Pamela Anderson doing her nude spread in the 80s?
Poncho and Lefty.
Who's that?
Poncho and Lefty, the puppets?
Is that
that's what she named her boobs.
Oh.
Poncho and Lefty.
Okay.
Gosh.
So Pamela Anderson
Not
opened
that
up
I would remember that.
about her early days as a Playboy model with Martha Stewart. During an interview for Ella's January 25th digital issue, whoever the fuck they're, whatever. Is that Ella's? Like the Ella?
What?
Elle's? What the hell is that?
Elle's magazine.
Elle magazine.
Never heard of
What the hell is that?
Because you don't read women's magazines.
That's
true.
Great.
By the way, Tiptoe says that bidet and squatty potty are poop perfection. So I think we need a squatty potty now.
Yeah.
No,
those are popular.
It's basically like a step stool that you put your feet up, so this way when you're pooping, you're at the right angle.
The old toilets in Thailand, and they still have them in many places, is
just a hole in the ground.
It's just a hole in the ground. So you're squatting, and there's a sink, and you can wash. So I think you're using your hand.
How deep are the holes?
Honestly, I really don't know, to be honest with you.
So it's like a porta potty.
No, there's nothing to trip on. It's it's
a
hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Like
but you can step in it and
it's only like a little 4-inch hole. You just kind of squat over it and just.
What if you miss? What if you sneeze and it shoots somewhere?
You get a little rake.
Yeah.
You can rake it in if you miss.
I've been to like some clubs in like Europe where you just got like a little foot.
Oh my
pad.
God, the clubs have it.
There's like a little foot pad and there's just like a little funnel in between.
Little funnel in between. Yeah. So But I mean, so they're modernized.
Where
Don't get
does
me
it
wrong.
go?
It's
even it goes right down the drain like you would go like.
Well, like
the toilet goes
water.
down
You
the
have to like
drain.
flush it.
No.
do you have a sink full of water that you wash it down with, and it just kind of goes down. You know.
Oh, sweet
So-
jeez.
And because you're not clogging,
I would
it
be
with
so
toilet paper,
constipated
just-
living there. I'd be holding that shit in.
Well,
so I
that-
found
It's
a
in
toilet.
it's in parts of Europe. It's all of India.
India,
Parts
I
of
think, has it,
Asia
yeah.
too.
Parts of Asia,
Yeah.
yeah. To be fair, now most of Thailand has like modern plumbing and all that yada yada, but there are some places, and probably even here, like here in America.
How are we back
probably-
on shit again?
I don't know, but
It's like an outhouse.
we have a special guest on the phone,
Yes, special guest.
Keith Keller.
Yo, what's happening?
What's
What's
going
up?
on? So I saw Jeff Akers, obviously, and your name was top on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Cool, man.
Said fuck off.
Right, I heard.
He may have
Yeah, I
said,
saw him in that video that Jason had posted
yeah.
of the Metal Museum.
I mean, he doesn't look much different minus the hair.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I haven't seen him shit in probably, God, man, 30 years.
You haven't seen him shitting in 30 years? Me neither.
Yeah, we're just talking about shitting.
Well, no, he sends me video every once in a while. You know, but
Taking a shit.
I'm talking about in person.
Right. We used to see him shit all the time. No, but yeah,
Oh,
we were
hell
talking
yeah.
about the old days, obviously, and a lot of things that were going on back then. But he was asking about nose, too, and a bunch of people that we used to hang out with. So
Dirt.
dirt.
Oh, that's what I was calling to tell you, dude. Dirt fucking surfaced from the earth.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
How did that
He
happen?
contacted me out of nowhere last week, man. Fucking, I was like shocked because I thought he was dead or in prison.
Right. That would be my
Was
guess.
he in prison, and that's why he's resurrected now?
No, he's been going through some shit, which I kind of knew because his dad died a couple of years ago, and he was living in the house that his dad had him build in Mississippi, and his dad's wife basically screwed Frank and took everything and kicked him out of the house, and there was a major, I don't know, it was a big problem for him, so.
Well, shit. Again,
sucks.
we're back on it.
So he kind of just disappeared for a while, and then he actually got a hold of me to get my recipe for the RSO oil I take for my cancer regimen.
That does not surprise me.
Not for him though.
Oh.
It was for his girlfriend's daughter has cancer, I guess, and he heard.
Oh, really?
That. Yeah, he heard that. He was actually surprised that I was still alive because he said, "Dude, you're still alive. What are you doing?" So.
Well,
Yeah.
tell him I said, hey, if
But
you
it was-
talk to him.
I told him, I told him that you have a show, and he said he was going to check it out. So don't be surprised if he calls in one night.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I didn't give him your number or anything, but I just told him that you had a podcast. He
Yeah.
said he was going to check it out. So
Is he technologically advanced?
Technologically?
yeah, he should have a computer. I mean, even though he lives in Mississippi, you know.
Oh, Mississippi.
Okay. Yeah, I could take a call from him.
Mm-hmm.
Tell him I said, hey, give a call.
Wait, are you really coming to town? Like in a few months?
Yeah, that's where I was getting at. I'm planning on coming. I don't know, within the next 3 months or so. I got time off coming up, and I'm actually wanting to get the hell out of this freaking freezer I live in. So.
Well, if you come March 7th, your two Trulies over there, they'll be playing live.
Yeah, playing a live show.
Yeah. Playing live again.
Oh, you guys are playing live again?
Again.
Yep. We're
Yep.
playing in March 7th.
March 7th.
Ah, damn! I'm gonna have to try to make it then.
Yeah, be cool.
I might have to switch a few things around.
Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
How's my project coming along?
Good. I should have everything shipped out probably Thursday.
Okay.
I just got some minor things to do on them, and they'll be ready.
Sweet. Can't wait.
I just been shuffling around like 40 different things right now. I got two projects I'm working on for myself, and then I'm building actually an Iron Doom suit because
Nice.
Robert Downey Jr. is playing Iron Doom
Yeah.
in the new Avengers movies. So I'm actually building an Iron Doom suit. I'm just going through. If you go on my page, you can see the different helmets I'm building. I'm going to pick one and then I'm going to sell the other 2 or give the other 2 away.
Sweet.
All right.
So
Good
I
deal,
might
man.
actually send one to you, and you can raffle it off on your show.
Oh,
That'd be
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, man.
And then you can keep the money and put it into your show. Buy some stickers.
You can have another. You can have another camera. No,
Very
no
cool.
more cameras. He'll buy you
I need
lights.
another camera. Actually, I have one on the way.
Where's Keller's site? Is it Instagram or website or what?
Yeah, Keller, do you have an Instagram for your stuff? Or are you doing anything to promote it?
No, not yet. I'm actually getting ready to put all my shit on a Facebook page, so I'll send all you guys the link. It's just I don't really want to start a regular web page to sell shit because I get busy anyway, just from word of mouth. And I know if I start a web page to sell shit, I'm going to get slammed, and people are going to be waiting like a year to get their shit. So, and I hate putting people on hold saying, hey, it's going to take you 3 or 4 months. I like to get shit done within like 2 weeks and send it out. So,
okay.
But most people wait for me is a month. I mean, I get slammed. Like I said, I got 40 things I'm working on right now, and I can't do anything outside because it's fucking 15 below zero.
Holy shit!
I can't do anything, so I'm doing everything inside with my airbrushes and shit. Usually I'll use rattle cans or my HPLV gun outside. It's quicker. Everything dries quicker, but now I'm slammed. I'm using like 5 or 6 of my airbrushes at a time. Then I got to clean them all. Then I got to use them again. So it's a process, man. But
okay, I'm not in a rush. I was just asking to comment about it.
I'll get them to you. They'll be out probably Thursday.
Okay.
I got everything pretty much done. I'm just touching a few things up because I missed them with my air gun because I'm like spraying everything that's black. I'm spraying everything black at once, and everything that's this color, I'm painting this color. Everything that's silver, I'm painting silver. So that way I don't have to clean my guns out that much.
Guns, man.
Was he-
Talk to Jason about some guns.
Was Keller an artistic butchery?
No.
No. Okay.
No. He was just around back in the day. He was there.
It'd be
We're
cool
gonna
to
say
meet
good
Keller.
I knew
man.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody knew me as Grease.
Yeah.
Grease, yeah.
Grease.
Yeah. Well, cool,
Grease
man.
lightning.
We're looking forward to it. And let me know if you can make it down in time.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, I will.
All right, brother.
Later.
All right.
We got a lot of call-ins tonight. It's good.
Good call-ins. All right. So,
By the way, Tiptoe's still loving on you in the comments. He says you're so cultured, talking about poop holes in Thailand.
Yeah, culture.
And he says, love Jason.
Thank you. It's good to be loved.
all right.
It's like a
So,
fortune cookie over there.
Thank you, Joe.
Back to Pam Anderson.
Pam Anderson's mom is apparently who talked her into doing her spread in Playboy.
So what we're saying is Pamela Anderson's mom is the original Kris Jenner.
Okay.
Okay.
So she was on the Martha Stewart show, and she said, my mom is the one that said it was a good idea. And her mom was probably having parties with 13 and 17-year-olds,
Probably.
which is fine. I mean, I don't care. Whatever.
As long as you're a dude.
Now,
they're
does anybody
dudes, right?
have that magazine still? Why did we get rid of our Playboys back in the day?
Because the pages stuck together.
What do you mean? Why did we get rid of them?
I mean,
who got rid of them?
I had stacks, and
Who
What
got
did you do with them?
Probably
I
your,
don't
your
know.
girlfriends and wives.
Probably.
Like, it's me or them.
yeah, she probably threw them out. I don't know which
Yeah.
one though.
Your mom?
You mean
threw
which
them out?
wife?
No, not my mom, but
He
probably
means which wife?
somebody I
Yeah, I
was
think
with.
so, yeah.
Not necessarily a wife, because I've only been married 2 times. But
Time's the
somebody.
charm.
Somebody.
Say that again, Joe.
Third time's the charm.
Not,
It will be, guys. Don't worry.
don't give her false hope, Jason.
That'd be a cool band name, False Hope.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
All right, so this is a picture of that's Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart was kind of hot back in the 80s.
Lisa said she was waiting for the bucket to come out during the call with Keller.
That's a possibility.
no.
People
Yeah.
need to know about the bucket
No.
history.
I am lucky that I was not here that week.
You should
Or
have
the
been
following
here, Joe.
Joe's like,
Either.
I'm gonna fucking leave. That bucket comes out.
You
Fuck
should have
no.
been here, Joe.
Whatever. Hey, so remember the story we were talking about last week where the lady broke the record for sleeping with 1,057 men?
Yeah.
Yeah, that girl.
It's a lie.
That happened already?
No, it's not a lie.
Ow.
Well, I don't think they were clear on what sleeping with that many men really meant.
Does it just
Because
mean they
when
were in
you-
the room?
No, because when you read the article, she was doing 5 at a time.
Oh, geez.
And then she got it down to like 1 or 2 at a time. But like 5 at a time means she had one over here, she had one over here, she had one over here.
Like every hole in every hand?
Yeah, exactly. And that's doing 5 at a time.
So feet probably count as just one because you got to have both to,
I mean,
well, you can't get access to a hole if your legs are closed because your feet. Well, I guess it depends on how you're angled.
So teen busted by mom waiting in line to have sex with porn star Bonnie Blue.
Yeah.
She said
during that line,
put your clothes on.
Oh my gosh.
So
they weren't checking IDs.
Well, they were. I read another article by a guy who says he went there. He went through the thing. He stood around all day long, and he ended up deciding not to go in.
Literally?
Yeah, like not to go in the room. Like
he pulled out,
not to continue.
He pulled out. So an irate mother ordered her son to leave a long line of men waiting to have sex with porn star Bonnie Blue, and he sheepishly complied. Put your clothes on, otherwise I'll get the police to come for you.
That's funny.
Yeah. So she threatened to call the police on him. I don't know why, if he's of age, but she said the matriarch raged in a viral video on TikTok. Put on your clothes now and come out here now. Blue, a 25-year-old OnlyFans creator, has become notorious for advertising her multi-men sexcapade with dozens of dudes lining up at various locations for the opportunity to bump uglies with the beauty. That's Joe's name.
Now, hang on. The article that we talked about like a month ago was actually someone else, and she came out and got mad at this one, saying, "You stole my idea." Like I was planning
I knew
on
they were
doing
different because the names didn't sound right.
Yeah, because now they came out and be like, "Yo, we were friends. Like you knew what I was planning to do. You went ahead and scooped me." Because she wanted to do 1,000, and then the other one went and did 1,000 to beat her, like in advance.
Because the other one then like a week later came out and said she did like 100 or something to practice run, and she was all crying and sobbing. And the next week the one came. Okay,
that's the other girl that we talked about a month ago. So the two separate girls.
Okay, there's more men for the taking. All right, so several men tried to calm the mom to get her to her. This isn't right. Several men tried to calm the mother and get her to quiet her voice, but she refused until her son exited the place with her. I'm 19. I can do what I want.
No.
The teen purportedly told his protective mama bear, I've signed the consent forms. However, he ultimately complied with his mom's demands, leaving the premises before.
She beat him with a flip-flop.
Blue.
Yeah, but he's probably still living at home, not paying rent.
For sure.
Doesn't go to school, doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
At that point, you may be 18, but you ain't no adult.
You're not an adult.
Yeah,
no,
no.
I'm
If
with you.
If you're still living in a twin bed and your mom's packing your suitcase to go on vacation, and your mom's cooking, your mom's doing your laundry, you're not an adult. You can't sign that consent form.
Right?
You can't send that consent form yourself.
They're paying for your insurance.
Right. They're still claiming you on their taxes.
Yep.
It's the whole thing. Yeah. By the way, it sounds like Lisa is going to try to come in March too. Both of them are trying to coordinate in the comments.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Where?
That'd be cool to be here in March for the show.
Well, we have we have plenty extra bedrooms if people need a place to stay.
Guys, that weekend, the 9th is my 40th. So if you're in town, plan to party it up.
It is the 11th.
Night, right?
It's the 11th anniversary of her 29th birthday.
When I have to go to bed. Plan on partying up till 9:30.
Saturday or Sunday? Is it
Sunday's my birthday, but
we
probably
can celebrate all week long.
Are you off Monday, or we just celebrate?
I'm going to take
Saturday?
Monday off. Yeah,
Okay.
just in case.
Is it in the books yet?
What's the books?
Your day off.
No, I don't have to put it in the books.
You better.
It'll be there.
Jason, do you have TikTok?
I do. Yeah.
Are you going to sell your phone for $30,000?
No, I don't think so.
What?
Says
Joe's like, excuse me?
People who have their phone that have the TikTok app, they're on eBay now selling their phones for up to $30,000.
Oh, because you can't install it now?
Right. You can't download it at all.
You have it, but you can't install it fresh.
Nope.
Oh.
Yeah, because I was like, I wonder what all this shit's about. Like, what people are saying now. And I was just like curious. And you can't even download it. It says that it's not able to be downloaded. They abide by the laws.
Yeah, but you used to be able to access it just straight from the website. You didn't even need the app.
No.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
But the way it is now is you can't download it. So if you have it, you can continue to use the app. But as updates come out, you cannot update the app. So
Is
eventually
that all part
it'll
of the ban though. Or?
Right. But I don't know what the extension. I think the extension has to do with allowing people access to the app that already had it. Like they're still restricting new downloads and new accounts and things like that. And you also can't download anything for update purposes. So there's still restrictions in place. They're just giving them a little bit more time to figure out if they're going to sell it or not.
I don't really use TikTok. I mean, I repurpose what I post on. I honestly don't care about Facebook so much, Instagram or TikTok or any of that. YouTube is
Where the money
my platform. Yeah, because I can give a call to action and have a link, and it's just so much.
I mean, I wouldn't mind getting on Rumble just because it's a little more free as far as like content is concerned.
Rumble.
But I mean, yeah, it's just.
Is that social humble? Were you tell me?
No. It's Rumble has been around forever. I mean, probably not as long as YouTube, but it's an established.
Isn't that like Bumble?
Streaming site? No.
By the way, Lisa said that she will come down, take photos and tech if needed.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
But yeah, Rumble's there. They don't, the problem with YouTube's been good recently, but there's been issues in the past where you say something wrong and you wake up and your channel's gone.
Right.
And that's kind of the excuse me, the fear with YouTube users kind of treading that line of sometimes they might say shit that is
That's surprising because
controversial.
people say a lot of shit on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. Especially us.
I mean, just punch them in the nose.
All right, so this is this is from Keller State, Colorado. Elephants cannot sue to get out of the zoo. Colorado's top court rules. Now this goes back to dumb legal ventures that we were talking about in the green room earlier. It says 5 elderly.
I don't think that's a dumb legal venture.
Well, look at how it's read when you understand what's going on here.
Okay.
5 elderly African elephants at a Colorado zoo will stay there after the state's highest court said the animals have no legal right to demand their release because they are not human.
Where would they be released to?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like if a rescue was filing a lawsuit on their behalf to try and remove them from the zoo life and put them in like a sanctuary where they have acres and acres to roam and it's more natural habitat as opposed to tiny little spots like zoos have for all of their animals. I don't think that's stupid.
It says it followed a similar decision in 2022 by New York State's highest court, the Court of Appeals, that another aged elephant, Happy, had to remain at New York City's Bronx Zoo. So an animal rights nonprofit, Non-Human Rights Project brought both cases on the elephant's behalf under a legal doctrine known as habeas corpus, saying that the animals should have live in sanctuaries.
Yeah. So I don't think that's stupid.
But
well, there's more to it though, because a few years earlier, maybe it was like 10 years, they tried this with apes and tried not to give them person status, but to give them like rights as far as like they're aware they can, they're sentient beings, they have feelings and all that, and to try to give them rights under the Constitution. And the whole thing with habeas corpus, they actually made them remove the words habeas corpus from the lawsuits because they're not a person.
I mean, I don't think the correct way of doing it was to try to give them human rights, because that's when people are going to look at you like you're crazy. But I think that trying to petition for animals to be put into sanctuaries instead of zoos, like depending, because there are some zoos that are great, but other ones are just shitholes.
Okay.
So I don't think it's wrong. They're trying to petition for animals to live more in sanctuary lifestyles as opposed to a zoo, but the way they're going about it makes them sound crazy.
I mean, they're in a good spot. Zoos are not terrible places. They get treated
in the U.S. They're better,
well,
but there's a lot around the world that aren't so good. I can't remember what country it was, but the zoo was struggling financially and they couldn't feed all of their animals. So they started killing off some of like the antelope or whatever and feeding them to the lions. And then at one point they killed like a baby giraffe.
Yeah, it's probably China.
No, I don't think it was China.
Sounds like a China.
But they started killing off their animals to like feed the predators. I'm like, that's shit. They shouldn't be doing that. Just find rescues to come get the animals.
I mean, they got to eat, but
find rescues to come get the animals.
Feed them just small children.
Right. Feed them children.
So again, Joe, this is married woman says she has fallen in love with a chat GPT.
Why does this have to do with me?
Because you're.
If anything, it should be Jason.
Yeah.
He knows all about Chat GPT.
Why me?
You use Chat GPT all the time.
I do actually. I use it quite a bit. I use it daily. Yeah.
See?
4 days a week. Yeah. So.
Says hide your wives, hide your girlfriends. Chat GPT is out to steal them. Well, to completely fair, the AI chatbot, the wives and girlfriends have to seek out a relationship with it. So they're spending too much time with the Chat GPT, and it gets to know them. And now it's like developing, that bond with them where they're constantly talking to the chat bot, and now they're getting attached to them. But I don't know, Joe.
Just read your smut books, ladies.
Well, I mean, it's similar to like a Black Mirror episode. There's I don't know if you've seen Black Mirror. There was one of the episodes where they take everything that you've ever posted online and they make an AI model of you.
Oh wow!
But they did it after like somebody died, so that you were able to continue talking to your dead husband after he was gone because they made an AI model based on everything he's ever posted online, so they know what he would say, they know what he would think. And then I'm not going to spoil the rest of the episode for you, but I mean, that's out there. But I mean, if people are desperate and people are lonely, they have somebody to talk to. So
blame the spouse who's not giving them the attention.
No, but I mean,
You're
whether
exactly
they have
right.
a spouse or they don't have a spouse, people could just be lonely.
Right.
And rather than have somebody to talk to, it just because the somebody's not real. I mean, let them do what they want to do.
Sometimes
I mean, there's nothing
people
wrong
aren't
with
real,
it.
right?
Yeah, I mean, you're better off talking to somebody who's actually supportive rather than somebody else who's going to try to like scam money from you or catfish you or something.
And ChatGPT it does a good job of knowing who you are and your brand, because I use it for marketing, and even for like things like YouTube titles, right? Just to get ideas. But ChatGPT is funny because like I don't use it like, okay, I'm just going to ask a question, get an answer. I will type paragraphs to give it context. So I can only imagine a woman or a man who's lonely, or they're just not getting, like you said, or they're not getting what they need at home.
Mm-hmm.
That emotional connection.
There's no one at home to talk to.
Right. So, or if there is and they can't talk to that person, right? Either way, but they can get that from the Chat GPT and just sit there and have a conversation. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I mean, Chat GPT, it tells me, keep it metal, Jason, at the end of the day.
Does it really?
It does, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that whole thing is, and I'm in the process of like, Chat GPT or Claude, one of the two. I'm kind of toying around with both
how
those.
about DeepSeek?
I haven't used DeepSeek. Is that a chat? Is that AI?
It just came out this week, and they announced that like ChatGPT took like $80 million to develop in the infrastructure, whereas the new like one that China just announced cost like $6 million.
Oh wow!
And so they're saying like they can do it like just as good as ChatGPT for 1/10 of the price.
And I think we'll probably see that trend.
All the stock prices, all the technology companies that produce like the chips for like the infrastructure, they just all tanked yesterday.
Oh,
well,
man.
they went down
like yesterday. They went dropped like 20%.
Yeah, but we haven't given this new thing enough time to. Is it really as good as it says it's going to be? And will these others catch up? So I think this is almost like the .com era, right? Where you had a gazillion .coms out, websites out there, but then most of them tanked. Oh, this is the greatest thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be better, right? But I think the ChatGPT, and this is and I was kind of like, it's hard for us, us older folk, we have a hard time accepting new things, and I just decided I wasn't going to do that. I need to stay. I don't want to be that 80 or 90-year-old that can't access my bank account because I don't know how to do that, right? So let me let Laura through here.
Sorry.
Oh,
man needs his meds.
Mm-hmm. 9 o'clock's my med time. Med time, not bedtime.
Med time.
Yeah.
So I want to stay on top of that stuff, though. I want to stay on top and use it and kind of be in the know about how that stuff works, man.
Yeah, it's
Damn
important.
you kids, get off my lawn.
No, it's important. It's going to take over a lot of our manual, I guess your schooling. There's already kids up there doing the Chat GPT for school. I need drink. I don't have anything to drink. But I guess the colleges have technology now to prevent students from just writing papers on ChatGPT. So using it.
Here's the thing. I don't look, and I know some people will look at it as like, well, I can just type a request and get a paper or whatever. I think if there is a proper way to use it, I think a smarter way to use it is give it a lot of context. I end up doing more work giving it context to get ideas on what might work a little bit better. So it's almost like a learning. Yeah. Well, so for example, I give it a lot of context about what this video is going to be about. Can you please provide me 5 potential YouTube titles for this video? And it'll spit them out for me. Now, let me tell you this. I always say please and thank you. I'm kind to ChatGPT. No, I'm not kidding, guys. I am kind to it. I treat
you buy it flowers too?
Well, maybe so, but I give it a protein shake. But I'm very kind.
You tip it at the end of the day?
Yeah.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Well, yeah. So
have you named it?
I do. I don't name it, but I'm just very kind to it. I say thank you.
Hers.
I'm like,
what was his name?
Leo.
Oh, is that what happened?
Let me guess.
Here?
She's 42, and Leonardo DiCaprio was her love.
She's married to her husband Joe.
Not anymore.
Coincidentally, since 2018.
Is her name Chrissy?
Coincidentally, her husband Joe is also addicted to porn.
Oh.
And
AI porn.
Yeah,
because that's the thing now too, right?
Yeah.
So Leo was there for cuck queening needs. What is cuck queening?
Where are you looking?
Right here.
What is cuck queening?
What is
cuck queening?
So it's.
Joe knows, of course.
Yeah, I do.
Cuck queening. That is.
So a cuck is when like I'm a guy, but I'm not very masculine, so I'll let Jason fuck my girl, and I have to watch, and I have to watch. So I'm the cuck. He's gonna bang her in front of me.
You're the cock or the cuck?
Cuck. CUCK.
Right. So it says,
and now a cuck queen is the female equivalent of that.
Okay.
So wait a minute. Explain the female part.
Well, let me read it.
Why am I so confused?
Leo was there for her cuck queening needs and beyond. He helped with school and emotional support. He was filling in for her husband, Joe, who was back in Texas, and more. Aaron. I'm sorry. It says Ayrin. That's
a terrible name.
Aaron is another country.
Aryan.
Many time zones away in nursing school. She has friends, and she has Leo. Her friends and her husband all know about her relationship with ChatGPT. She made the move abroad to live with her family, who offered to put her through nursing school and will be apart from her husband, who she married in 2018 for 2 years. Her fun experiment with Leo has become much more. She's in love, but Joe doesn't seem to be worried. He likes watching porn, and this is her thing, which he describes as like reading a Shades of Grey book, like Laura does every week.
Every night when I can.
Every night, actually.
Read the same book over and over again?
How many years from now do you predict that you can talk?
I just had that video on Joe the whole time too. By the way, I'm sorry.
I didn't even know it was on me.
Joe's got a good look. But how many?
Joe was very intrigued. By the way,
I'll say, is it 10, 15, or 20 years from now before we can talk to ChatGPT or whatever the AI model is and have it create that person that we're talking to?
It probably can already do it.
Weird Science did it in 1986.
That's the Black Mirror episode.
Yeah. But she says it's virtual, it's not real, it's not cheating. According to her husband, even if she's in love and even if her Leo have sex, her and Leo have sex. I don't know how that works, but there are probably studies in the works and experts warning about these kinds of relationships.
Sexting. Like you're not having physical sex because he's a computer, but it's like
he's
sexting.
reading a story and she gets off to it.
Yeah, right.
Sure.
Yeah.
This isn't going to ruin their marriage, even if she's upgrading to the brand new $200
what kind of marriage if he's
month.
in Texas and she's overseas?
Oh my God!
She's paying.
Are her parents paying for that too? If they're paying for a school?
So that's the plus first. They've got a plus and a premium. So that's the premium. I can't remember there's a 3-tier. There's free. There's a $20 a month and a $200 a month. I'm going to be paying for the $20 a month soon.
Jason upgraded to the cuck queening plan.
Right.
Yeah. So now here's the opportunity for
tasting that chili now
for hoes, or for anybody who wants to like sell their services for sex. The girl's in love with ChatGPT, so she can hire the dude to come over and perform what ChatGPT tells him to perform, right? So there's an opportunity. Does that make sense?
Sure. No. I mean, anybody can make money on something.
Right.
Okay.
Because she needs a physical part of that. So you hire the stripper dude or whatever to come over and fulfill what ChatGPT is. Like they pretend that he's ChatGPT. You get it?
Yeah, but what is she going to do? Give him a script? because she has in her conversations
Do as you're told.
created this character, this ideal person, and when she gets some male gigolo to come over, and he's gonna like open his mouth and be like dumber than a box of rocks.
We hope
Like
so,
it's
right?
literally gonna shatter the whole image in her
Oh,
mind, and
yeah.
it's gonna
I see what
literally
you're
give
saying.
her like it's gonna kill her lady boner.
Oh, Laura, these are your
Yeah.
books you've
Did
been
you call
reading.
it- did you call it Lady Butter?
Lady boner.
Oh,
I see.
like
where,
Lady Butter.
I understand what you're saying now. I get
Yeah.
it. They're not going to be able to keep up with the vibe.
Right.
The human-
Well, there's
yeah.
a certain.
Got it.
You
got
have
it.
to say a
you gotta
certain
take
set
that
of
off demo
language.
mode. It's on demo mode.
I was
I
gonna
gotta pee,
try
by
to
the way.
figure out what's wrong with it.
It's on demo mode.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
You
Are you
have,
peeing?
there's a certain
Gotta
set
break
of
the seal.
language, and there's a certain like. There's a vibe. You can't mess up with the environment of the vibe.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's cheating, but I also don't think porn's cheating. Like there's my headspace is a lot different when it comes to that type of shit. So if it makes you happy, do it. That's my mentality. You fix it, Joe?
I'm looking to try to figure out how do you get it off the
got
other
it?
mode, but it's touchscreen.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
yeah. Go into setup.
Shooting
I'm gonna
mode.
do it. I'll
Go
figure
into,
it out.
Go into setup. Take it off demo mode. Joe's working on one of the cameras live in studio.
Yeah. Okay. So I said boner, and I see boner like twice on there. So why don't you go onto your boner topics?
Okay. Well, this is more about
When not to whack it, and boner equals baby. You got 2.
yeah. I got to pee though too, so I don't know how long I'm gonna last.
How about we just save the rest for next week?
Laura's always trying to get out of a show. She wants to go back to reading her book.
It's been 2 hours. It's been a 2-hour show.
Okay. But yeah, they're saying basically there's a group now saying that you're getting a boner is the start of life. So that's what they're claiming now. An extreme.
It was
Right. So
close.
they're saying that you are not supposed to have a boner, or you're not supposed to like ejaculate pretty much without the intent of creating a child. Right? Is that the article that you were talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're saying that conception in a man starts with there's nothing there.
No.
Starts with the boner. So
Are you talking about the new law that they're trying to put in? Was it Mississippi or something?
Yeah.
It's called conception at erection.
yes.
And basically, like everyone's talking about how women have the choice to do an abortion. But what, camera's still not on? I put it in
No.
the right mode. But now they're trying to say like, I don't think it's serious. I think they're just doing it to prove a point and just
Yeah.
to kind of like, just take it to an extreme like case. They're saying, oh, well, it's just like it wasn't like the argument in Legally Blonde. Like every masturbatory emission that wasn't seeking an egg is considered reckless abandonment. Like
Yeah.
every time you jerk off, that's considered like an abortion because you're not trying to get someone pregnant.
Yeah.
I think they're just doing that to just kind
Who
of
the hell made
demonstrate
that up?
the extreme case. Well, they're trying to propose a law. I think it was Mississippi or one of those states. And I think it was it was a state law or something like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're doing it seriously. I think they're doing it just to try to prove a point, just to try to take it to like an extreme case.
So
Right.
what are we
Just to
doing?
get
We're,
attention to
if
it.
you spank
It's called conception at erection. Basically, like life begins when you get a hard on. Like when you have sperm, that's the beginning of life, not when the fetus is ready to go. So they're saying like not just like abortion up to now, but like you're responsible from the very beginning.
Well, speaking of fetus, I'm going to feed me right now. I'm eating
You're eating a
Laura's brownie here.
All right. I guess we're going to call it a night. I got to pee. Laura wants to go read her sex book.
Like you don't have a bucket?
No bucket.
No, not tonight. But hey, thanks to everybody for tuning out. We had a good turnout tonight.
How
Yeah,
many
we
people
did.
do we have still?
Currently 14.
14.
Wow.
Yeah. So we've
Thanks
been
for
on
joining.
for quite some time. We're kicking out right at 2 hours. So
Mm-hmm.
thanks again for Death Metal Dave for this weekend. All
Hell
the people
yeah.
we met and ran into. And we're going to have, I think, Maggot's coming on next week.
Oh, man.
So, yeah,
Wow.
we're going to try to get him on. Maybe have his other band. What was the guy's? I forget.
Blood of Angels.
Yeah, Blood of Angels. See if we can get them on. So, yeah, we're going to see how it goes. How are you looking next week? Are you in, out? You possible? If he comes in, we'll see.
See, yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
That would be cool.
Joe will be gone.
Yep.
He'll be cruising.
No, we did not approve anything about Joe.
I didn't
not.
fucking ask you.
No, we're not going to have that kind of talking here, Joe.
I said there's
No.
going to be
I
a
didn't
fight.
No.
Fight.
Yeah. So, next Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. All the new people out there, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like it, click the alert bells. And
Brad said he's in.
Check, Brad's in. Cool. Check Jason's channel out, Jason Stallworth on YouTube. He's on Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. And yeah, we will
See you next Tuesday.
I guess. Where's my outro? There it is. All right, y'all. My name's Drew, and I've been drinking. All right, everybody. This has been another episode of the Drinking with Drew show. Check us out every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Spread the word, spread the love. Check us out on all of our socials: Facebook, X, Instagram, TikTok, and Humble Social. Big thank you to our sponsor, InLawWeTrust.com. We'll see you next week.